Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a good show. And the last one of the week, potentially. There might be a Saturday show. Here's the crypto bubbles. Give me a half a second here. Let me pull up the chat on my phone so I can see what everybody is saying. Who's been trading? Anybody catch any good trades today? That's what I really want to know. Shout out to Bankroll and everybody who's trading in the Discord together. Green Fingers, Mumba, Camsta, Still Nasty. All right, now we're ready to go. Let's see. And does it work? It works. Wow, I didn't have to reset it today. That's crazy. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Let's get right into it. We have a whole show to do for you guys. As always, we start on the daily over at Crypto Bubbles, 1 through 100. My favorite digital representation of data. So, build on in the top 100s. Luna Classic up 21.6%. Build on up 22.9%. STX is up 10.6%. Looks like it went to 30 cents. Zcash with a 20% pump, pretty much 19.8%. What is going on in this chat? Cryptic Quentin, my man, where have you been? He says, yo, missed you guys. We missed you as well. Thanks for being here. Melissa in the chat. Thank you, Melissa, for everything that you do. Reliable J, let's go. Tomorrow is the day. ICP, 12.7% pump on Internet Computer. I do hold a little bit of that. Meme Core, I hold a tiny bit of this too. I don't think I own 100 of them. I think I bought $100 worth of Meme Core, I think is what it was at the time. I'm definitely up on it. Wish I would have bought a lot more, right? But that's always retrospective. Hindsight is 2020. 31.6% today pump for Meme Core, and it just boom erases all of that pullback really fast. Shout out to Meme Core. I don't know why I became the Meme Core guy here, but I like Memex. What can I say? I like it better than Twitter. Lab up 40%, and Lab has just been on a tear, up 291% just this week. Kind of wild. A high of $3.33. Right now it's at $2.60 basically. Gwei, which I've said I like many times, up 18%, up 140% on the year. Zen coming in. We don't see Zen a lot of times on here. It's up 7.5%. It was trending yesterday. That was a little bit of a giveaway. Melissa says, I hold CC. I'm thinking of somebody who's in the chat. I hold ICP, not Mr. CCP, who comes in, hangs out in the chat here. And what else we want to look at? Gala 11.1. We never did get to see if Gala had put their games back up. They were going over a revamp there, a little bit lighter, even kind of popping up on the radar. Very interesting. Let's drop down another 100. And I didn't really look at the percentages. So 1 through 100 getting the biggest gains today. It's pretty good. Let's get this coffee rocking so we can bring the energy up. Absolutely. Does talking louder and yelling into the microphone count as bringing the energy up? I think it just might. FTT. FTX token. Who's bullish on FTX? Tell me. I don't really know why you would be, but just like, Solana, they counted it out. FTX might do some similar stuff here. Don't see as many big bubbles here. A lot of it was in that 1 through 100 cow on the radar. It's down. Orca. All right, let's move along here. Let's do our price rundown. Good evening, Chocolate Salty. We missed you yesterday. We did. Always notice when you're not here, brother. All right, Bitcoin. 81,000. Pretty much flat. Let's refresh this. I want to make sure it's still 80. Okay, so it just dipped under 81,000. $80,991. Overall market cap 2.7 trillion, up 1%. Ethereum 230. Wait. Start over. $2,361. Okay. XRP ticking up a little bit. It's been at like $1.38, $1.37 it feels like for a week now. So now it's up to $1.41. That's kind of nice. He said my Zcash trade is killing it. Absolutely. Ayo Camsta in the house. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. XRP again, $1.41. BNB $630. Solana $86.35. Dogecoin 11 and almost 11 and a half cents. Dogecoin starting to move. Very happy about that one. Hyperliquid $43.85, up 10% in the last 7 days. That Hyperliquid's been strong, right? That should not really be a surprise to anybody. Cardano 26 cents, up 5.8% in the last 7 days. Bitcoin Cash, ew, no, I'm just kidding, $461. Zcash $507, up 51.3% in the last 7 days. Like Chocolate Salty said, Zcash is performing very well. We were talking about it quite a bit yesterday, actually. Somebody else was talking about it. Let's see. XMR, $407, 7.6% in the last 7 days. Chainlink, $9.78. It's up 5.8% in the last 7 days. Canton Network, high 14 cents. XLM, 16 cents, pretty much flat. Memecore, number 23 by market cap. It reclaimed its place here pretty quick. What did it go down to, like 32 or something? It popped right back up. It is $3.55, and it is up 31.9% in the last 24 hours. The first column is the hour, middle is 24, and the last one, 5.2% for Memecore in the last 7 days. Litecoin, $56.30, getting a little bit of a move. Are people starting to get wise to the fact that they're building, that they're actually doing something? I don't know. Avalanche, $9.38, 2.4% in the last 24 hours. HBAR, 9 cents. SWE, 96 cents here. It is moving back up. I think it'll, as long as BTC doesn't fall down drastically, then we will most likely get above $1 there for SWE pretty quick. Let's run down to wherever Flare is. Should be like number 85. Oh, 88. It actually dropped down. A lot of things pumping. Usually the truth is Flare stays the same, right? It kind of stays in the same place, and other things pump and they get above it. 88 by market cap, as I always say, above 100. So in the top 100 is what I mean for Flare. So I can't be mad about that. Hey, CCB, we were just talking about you, brother. I'm here for Moon. Thanks. Welcome in. Welcome in. And it's going to be an exciting stream, just so everybody knows. You know, it might be the last stream of the week till next Monday. Gonna try to do a Saturday night stream, but we'll see. And just to be clear, I mean the show, like the full-on go through the thing, everything we normally do, what you guys are used to. I might do a stream at 8:30 from my phone or something like that. How long it'll be, what kind of internet connection I'm gonna have, who I'm gonna be with, don't know. So that is all unknown, but sometimes that makes it exciting, right? Sometimes it's exciting to not really know what the heck is going to happen. It's very rare that I take especially like 3 days in a row. That almost never happens. And so it's kind of a once in a long time kind of scenario here. Firo, 7 days, 14.7% to the upside there. Firo hanging out. We talked about it yesterday. You know, what's interesting is that when all of the privacy coins ran, Firo in Horizon or Zen really seemed to underperform. So are they going to get a spot in the spotlight this time around? I could say, are privacy coins really going to run? Monero and Zcash have been kind of running. I think a lot of the negative hysteria around Zcash and Monero and privacy coins and the regulators and stuff, I feel like a lot of people are not really thinking that nowadays. They're not really feeling the, like, what if the regulators come in and shut it down and I lose my money? I don't think people are really thinking that. I think it's kind of been tried and true, trusted at this point. And a lot of people see Zcash going parabolic. I mean, Zcash should go to $1,000, I think, relatively easy. Somebody was talking about that just the other day. Cryptic Quentin says, yeah, sorry, man. I fell in a dark place for a while after losing my dog, so I kind of isolated myself from most things. Can't stay like that forever, though. Very true, Cryptic Quentin. Just know you're family to us, and you're loved here on the channel. I'm appreciating you coming back to the channel and not staying away forever. I totally know what it's like to lose people, especially dogs for that matter, because I love dogs. I'm a dog person, like tried and through. And, I've also lost other people in my life, so I get it. I've lost my father, all kinds of stuff. So I get it, man. I totally do. Just know, even though we don't have each other's phone number, we don't text, we never talked before necessarily. I might have talked to you once on voice chat. Just know you can always reach out to me. I'm more than glad to talk to you. It's not a burden. We have a voice chat function in the Discord. We can hop on there. We can hop on a private call on Discord. Whatever it is, I am here for my people, and I want everybody to know that, right? So feel free to reach out to me, and don't think that you're burdening me or something like that. All right. So Toncoin is also trending. I don't know why. I thought I was giving the price rundowns again. I get off topic and come back, and it's just mind is just like grab a coin and say a price. All right, Terra Luna Classic, Mega ETH. Now, Mega ETH, let's see. Everything's kind of turning green here. You don't have a 7-day, but it's mostly just dumped since it come out. Looks like it's bottomed. If everything's going to pump, I like Mega ETH. I'm not going to lie. Mega ETH could be one of those things we really need to look at. So we will do some... I want to say let's do some charting, but what is there really to chart here? It came out. You can see the 7-day chart here. I'll just click on it real quick when we come back through, that is. Let's see. Still lots to be grateful for. Appreciate you guys. Absolutely. Much love, man. Thanks, man, means a lot. Absolutely, man, and I mean it. I understand. I just had a co-worker who buried his dog last week, and his family went through the pain. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a dog right now who I've had since I was probably 19. That dog has been with me through so much stuff, you know what I mean? And a lot of moves, a lot of life, a lot of relationships, all kinds of stuff. And, now she's like 15. She's just starting to have a little bit of trouble standing up. I'll have to put a picture of her up one day. She's absolutely gorgeous dog. All white, bright blue eyes, an American pit. But a tall pit, not like the short pits that you see, blue nose and all those red nose. They're short pits. This is a tall American pit. Gorgeous dog. I'll have to show it sometime. Bitcoin, 80,000. Solana's trending. I don't know why I keep saying prices. USD.AI. We talked about a lot. No real pump here. How far are they going to drag this down? Now, to be fair, I was never a fan of USD.AI as a project. Seems like in crypto, everybody wants to slap AI on. Just with Rave DAO and a lot of other things that are just random coins. It seems like there's a coin that I'm just starting to notice a pattern, right? A coin comes out, doesn't really do much. Most people sell off, not very exciting. And then it disappears, right? It's not even, sometimes it'll trend like this for a while and then it'll just fall off and you won't see it trend for 2-3 weeks, a month. And then all of a sudden it'll do some kind of crazy parabolic move. Just like Rave DAO did. We were talking about it long before it ever launched, right? Chainlink, BitTensor, Nockchain. It's been a long time since I've mentioned Nockchain. So a lot of things waking up, right? A lot of things waking up and getting big pumps. We're seeing money flow into alts a little bit. I think when we actually really get a bull run rocking, it's going to really take away the pain. I'm starting to think that. It's going to start taking away the pain of the previous bull market. But I do have... shout out to Crypto Jeb. Some of you guys might know who he is, right? If you've been around the space for a while. I don't know him personally or anything like that, but I used to watch him a lot. Haven't watched him in a long time. Was watching him today. He had some really interesting things to say that I definitely want to bring up. Says, "Oh, that sucks, Mel. I might have to buy a small bag of MAGA. Yeah, make aliens great again." I did buy a little bit of that. I have no idea if I'm up or down on it, though. I could easily look. Thoughts on Sky AI? Yeah, we definitely can look at that. Yeah, I've been going nuts lately. Joe, I can't remember his name. He's another YouTuber, and he does like the 10x coins kind of thing, 100x coins, and I'm pretty sure he was talking about Sky AI recently in one of his videos. That might have turned a lot of people into, potential speculators on that coin. So let's go ahead and jump over to, first let's see where the Fear and Greed Index at. 46, so it came down from 50 to 46. Let's hop over to TradingView, and let's take a look at some BTC. Bang, bang, bang. Definitely been hitting a few trades today. It's been pretty nice. get rid of all the drawings, basically start all over, go to like the weekly. Now, for those who don't keep up with a lot of the CME gaps and stuff like that, apparently from about 80,000 to about 83,500, 84,000, right? And that window is a big CME gap. And I think almost everybody in the market right now pretty much anticipates that that gap is gonna get filled. So let me find it here. It's like 80,000. And now you're not gonna see the CME gap. I just kind of already memorized the number. And I'll probably post the video from Crypto Jeb. It was really good. I really liked it. I respect what he does a lot. Come on. I'm like too zoomed out. Every little tiny move is ginormous. Okay, so there you go. So like this kind of thing here. Of course, then I moved it and it's probably completely wrong. Yeah. Basically this here is your little range here that would be a CME gap. You're not going to see it on this chart, right? No, Mega ETH, I mean to stay. But I still have Mega. Okay, so you meant Mega ETH. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying some Mega ETH as well. For sure. I might go rotate some just absolute dead coins that never did a single thing, that are too small. I don't think will ever come back. Maybe I'll rotate some of those things in there. Anyways, the weekly stochastic's getting a little high. We have this CME gap here in this range. And basically what Crypto Jeb was talking about, to make it really short and sweet, is that if you break above 84,000 and hold it, that's pretty much the confirmation for the bull market, right? Because the, Elliott wave traders are pretty much going to be null and void at that point, right? My ugly Elliott wave stuff, right? Elliott wave, something I generally understand, but it's not something that like I've super heavily gone into. I just understand roughly the concept. But anyways, a lot of people are big on Elliott wave trading, right? And so if we get above 85,000, that's pretty much confirmation of a bull market, and also negates the whole Elliott wave, because Elliott wave, you should have, this dump down. Where's my drawing tool? You should basically come up here and then reject and come down. And if you look back, let's see, we're on the weekly. In previous cycles and stuff, a lot of times we get rejected by the 200 in a bear market. I think it was, is it this one right here? Yeah, I think it's this right here. You get rejected. So we really want to get above that 200, hold it, get above 85,000, hold that for more than a week, and then we could really say, hey, we're in a bear market. That was basically my breakdown to understand it. I'll post that video later. I don't mind shouting out Crypto Jeb. He's been around the space for, I think, 9 years at least. All right, let's get down to something a little bit more what you guys want to see. The daily is coming up on the 200, right? And basically you don't want to see a rejection. And again, I really kind of encourage everybody to watch that video, because it's basically about how there's 4, if not 5, very big levels or different types of resistance, right? One of them being the 200-day moving average. Are we going to get rejected from that? Are we going to get above it? But we need to hold it for like at least a week and then continue to move up in order to be like, okay, done with the bear market. Mega ETH, the next 10x coin. It could be. It's new. It's on the radar. People have sold out of it. It's dumped. We're going to look at it right after Bitcoin. We're going to go right into it. I'm trying to not spend forever on Bitcoin, but I'd like to kind of really spend a second here. The 8-hour stochastic is a little higher above the 200. You've been running, but you're not far away. And your moving averages are not too spread out. Let's go to the 1 hour. So we were starting to get a little bit of pullback on smaller time frames. That's for sure. You can see it on the 1 hour. The 1 hour is very much kind of losing that 21, which is not the best look. I don't see anything too crazy here. Is it just the dolphin dip before some kind of bigger move? I mean, that's an ascending triangle that break down, I believe, what, 68% of the time? So that's not very crazy there. And guys, remember, this was never meant to be a TA channel. I don't mind doing some TA here, but like that's not me on here talking about how amazing I am at doing TA. I just have some basic lifer vision skills here. All right, let's hit some support and resistance. Now we're down to the 15. You can see the SR flip, right? Resistance, resistance, why it lags, support, right? Broke through it, made support. Are we coming back down to test that again? I don't know. Let's get rid of that box. I don't need that box there. There's your support and resistance. Let's get rid of this line. I thought I deleted all the lines. Oh, that's not my line. That's actually the point of control for the VP. You can see it move down here. So you do have kind of the shoulder, head, and then what, maybe bounce and get another shoulder, something of that nature could definitely be in play here. But you would have to lose the 15-minute 200 for that, right? The 5-minute, you already lost it. And I think as you go down 1 minute, 3 minute, you're going to have already lost it, right? On the 1 minute, kind of getting inverted head and shoulder here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I watched this thing here. I was right here watching this on my phone just, you know, a little while ago, maybe at like 8 o'clock or so. And, man, I knew this thing was going to rip up to the 200, but I was like, don't do it. It's not that best of a, you know, risk reward ratio. I know that we're under the 200. A lot of times bullish stuff doesn't really play out, but I had a feeling. It's also very much like a cup in a very long handle. I had a feeling you were going to the 200-day moving average on that one. And it did, but it didn't get above it. I was like, let me see it get above the 200, flag out, and actually do something. Because just because I would have got in here and it pumped, if I would have held it or even got distracted, this is a 1 minute chart, I would have wound up probably down here, like panic selling it right before it bounced. So that's why I'm done with the old ways of not taking my risk and reward ratio, not, you know, trading patterns that are bullish above the 200 or under the 200. They play out a lot less of the time. That's just the stuff I picked up from the lifer over the years. All right. So let's go look at Mega ETH, right? And what is the ticker for Mega ETH? It is Mega. Okay. A little bit of a difference there. It's Mega, and I'm thinking MAGA. Perfect. Spot on Binance. Spot on. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, let's get out of the 1 minute real quick. So it definitely looks like it might have found a bottom. I mean, oof, let's go to like a 4 hour. It's not even worth doing. I'm just trying to show you that it came out. I don't know if it came out here and pumped up and came back down. If it came out here and then dumped, not exactly sure. But regardless, first candle, big range, and then pretty much nothing after that. Of course, all that. Now I got to get back zoomed in. Immediately kind of made you a shoulder, head, and shoulder. Dumped. Definitely got the majority of that move there. And then kind of seems like it was rounding out. It's not a very old coin. You're not going to have a lot of price data here. But let's go look at the 15. Dang it. What is going on? Stop doing that. Let's see. Let's throw some support and resistance here. Obviously, you have one there. You have some up above there. I don't want to put a million lines here. Let's just put the ones that count. Say in there. And we're on the 15. So you're getting above the 200. Kind of made a flag. That flag should be more apparent. This is looking nice. I'm not gonna lie. Mega ETH might run here. And the market cap for Mega ETH is what? 147.6 million for a project to do with Ethereum and stuff. That's really not that much. Now, is this gonna run parabolic? Is it not gonna run parabolic? That is the question. Down to the 3 minute. And the 1 minute. Kind of got a shoulder, head, and shoulder there. It kind of dumped. That played out. Now you got, one of these, which would give you a measured move. Looks like you might come back to the 200 here. So the big warning here to everybody is to not think that we're full on bull market already when it comes to BTC, and know that there is a good chance that we could get rejected at like 83.5, 84,000, and you could see the next wave of the Elliott or the next part of the bear market happen relatively quickly. It's like you're flagging out of there. Again, this has a big measured move on the 1 minute. It's been doing this a lot lately, which always makes me have a little bit more confidence in a pattern when I see it kind of play out over and over. But I'm still going to wait for a pump above the 200, flag out, or some kind of meaningful 21 back into price action kind of thing before I take any kind of trade. Okay, he says Mega and Monad are literally the same thing. Only bonus I can give Mega is they didn't airdrop, so there's not a plethora of people with free tokens to create sell pressure. Exactly. And so that very well might be something to consider here. Very well, and I think kind of high likelihood this is going to play out. Let's consult the book map for some liquidity. Yeah, everything is up to 82,000. I mean, as high as 82,005, but actually, really, it's as high as 83,000, and really next to no liquidity underneath you. But I'm still going to try to do what I should do. If I would have got in this a little quicker, I probably would have taken it. But I want to see if you're going to get rejected by this 200. Flag out. We'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep kind of bouncing back and forth here. Let's go over to the crypto rank. Fear and Greed Index again at 46 today. It was at 50 yesterday. We'll pull it up for a second here. Thank God for these pop-ups over on Crypto Rank. Giving me something to be thankful for every day. Yesterday was 50. 7 days ago was 26. A month ago was 11. Right? That should paint a pretty clear picture. Hit that 7 day. Pretty much the same across those 7 days. Not a huge difference, but you'll see you have a couple dips. Let's go to the 6 month, though. The 6 month should tell a better story here. This big lull right here was probably the bottom of your bear market. If we're going to go into a bull market again, it's not quite confirmed yet. And Mega ETH at, what'd I say, 146 million or 147.6 million, I believe it was. So doesn't have to do a lot to do at 10x. It's affiliated with Ethereum. There's plenty of liquidity in Ethereum, especially you start heating up in a bear market. I don't know, 10x could be easy for Mega ETH, to be honest with you, but it's never a guarantee, and I don't want to give anybody the idea that anything is guaranteed in crypto. If you buy it now, load up, and then we have the next leg of the bear market down to say 45,000, 40,000. You're going to wish that you bought it lower. But then 3 years from now, you won't care which one you bought, right? Because you'll be up monumentally either way. That's assuming that we have bull markets. Anyways, I digress. We have Hive, which that doesn't look like the same Hive. It must be, though. It's 6 years ago. They must have changed their ticker here. Dogs. Block Street. Delcom. Centrifuge. Stem. GSR, which looks like a new token. A lot of new tokens on the rise, right? A lot of new tokens on the rise. You have this Utya. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's 2.1 years old, and I have no idea what it is. So that should tell you something. Ton Coin, whatever this is. I'm not even going to try to say that. Henri. Mirantis. Okay. Algorand, WhooshPay we talked about yesterday. Baby Dogecoin on the radar. Pendle, Kaio, Dash, Digibyte actually on the radar here. It's kind of wild. And Horizon. We used to have a so-called developer come in all the time saying, and I say so-called because I don't know, anybody can say anything, but he was very bullish on Digibyte. How is fear and greed index measured? Well, it's a combination of different things, right? But it's about the sentiment of the market. Now, how it's measured, that's something that we could dive into later. It's funny because I have a tab on Bookmap and what Bookmap shows and doesn't show. Maybe I need to create one for the fear and greed index as well. That would be pretty cool. Sunny little tree in the house. Wagwan, brother. Welcome in. Hive, let's click on that for half a second because I want to see which Hive this is. Is this the Hive mapper? I don't think it is. Hive is a blockchain for Web3 provided. Let's go right to their website. There's a couple with the same name here. Hive is a decentralized, scalable, high-speed blockchain with zero fees and near instant transactions, powering social apps, games, financials. Okay, so it's not what I thought it was. It's not a new coin by any stretch of the imagination, but it is waking up. Got a big pop today. Oh, look at that dump, though. Ooh, whenever that was. It's a daily chart, so I mean, it was a couple months ago, but yeah, that thing looks wild. 40 million in market cap, been as high as 1.2 billion. One thing that when I was a absolute newbie, I would see a market cap and an all-time high, and I would start doing the math of how much money I was going to make if it went back to the all-time high. That's not how things work. Most of the time, you've got to know your tokenomics. The tokenomics are not the same for where it was when it was at $1.2 billion in market cap versus how much money it would take it now to get up. You get what I'm saying? Because it's divided by how many coins are in circulation. So if it has 50% or 100% more coins in circulation than it did when it was at this high, you need that much more, money to move the market cap. You get what I'm saying? To move the dollar. So like say it was at 50 cents at this point. I don't know, what is it at right now? 7. Then it would take double as much to do the same price, if you get what I'm saying. Could have did a little better job explaining that. It's because I don't have some tokenomics in front of me. I don't like the way that they show the tokenomics on CryptoRank. I like it much better on CoinGecko. Irie. Hey, Bossman. All right. My eyes are on Stark. Last time Zcash ran, Stark followed. As the founder of Stark is co-founder of Zcash, it can do a 7x from here real quick. No guarantee, but my eye is on it. Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. We could definitely look at that here in a minute. And let's kind of let me bounce back to BTC, holding above the 200. Definitely not flagged. The 21 not really coming back up. So Dogs, what is Dogs? It's been around for a while, right? Dogs is a meme coin on Ton, inspired by a spotty mascot. It's basically the dog meme coin of the Ton ecosystem, right? One of the originals. I'm sure they have multiple here. And I mean, it had a really nice pop. You can't be mad at that. Let's see. Where's our measuring tool? What's the percentage on this thing? I mean, it basically did 156%. Right now it's holding 107%. If you've been holding this for a long time, like you didn't probably break even. I'll tell you that. You're probably still well down on that. Block Street, Dicom. I've definitely heard of Dicom before, but I don't really remember what it is. Dicom is an AI-powered social fi platform on Base. Okay. So this is actually not what I thought it was. There's another coin with a very similar name that's much older. This is new. Private sale raising $3 million. They've raised $8 million in total. This is probably one to watch. Delicum. I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but it's very interesting. The website empowering the web generation, secure, social, and decentralized. This might be one to watch. I don't know if they'll do some kind of airdrops. Chocolate Salty, what do you know about this coin? The only reason why I'm giving it is because it's got the new factor, hasn't launched its token, and it's on Base. pretty much one of the biggest ecosystems when it comes to, Ethereum, layer 2 Ethereum. So there you go. I thought Tons meme coin was Redo. Redo, I think Redo also is pumping. I went into Redo and it tanked. Ugh, sorry to hear that. So yeah, Choco Salty, if you know anything about what Dilcum is doing, it's a very weird name. I hope that they name the actual SocialFi network something else than Dilcum, because that sounds kind of lame. But the project could be cool. No token yet, so we'll keep an eye on this one. Base Ecosystem SocialFi project. Centrifuge, Steam, or Stim. I keep calling it Steam because of Steam. You know what Steam is. No clue, but they talk in pre-sale, so why airdrop? Right, there you go. Just figured I'd ask. Stim, or yeah, it sounds, yeah. Is it Stim or Steam? Just spelled really crazy. Is a base liquid currency token in the Steam social platform. Okay, so another social platform, except for I believe this one's been around for a while. Let's go to the monthly. Okay, so this one's not new. The 1st of April 2022. I don't know if you're a SocialFi network at this point. I've never heard of you. That's not really a good look if you ask me. Let's go to their website. Powering communities and opportunities. Social users. Create, share, and curate. Get paid to play. Everyone who contributes content, has the same opportunity to earn money from the reward pools. Okay, maybe I need to start posting over here. Help your community thrive, upvoting high quality content. Very interesting. Let's see. Do we see the this isn't the platform, right? Oh man, this looks like a forums page. This week we move on to week 4, season 31 of the challenge. Not very exciting looking. They could really definitely do an overhaul of the layout. I see they have a lot of, I guess, posters from around the world. I would like it filtered a little bit if I was on here. I wouldn't want to see a bunch of stuff in Arabic and Chinese all the time, just because it would clog up my feed and I have no idea what it was. I don't think this is it, guys. I don't think this is the one that's gonna capture SocialFi. I just really don't. I would love to know how many users they have on a regular basis. 36.2 million, been as high as 2 billion. That's how you know it's an old coin. Let's see if they give us some real tokenomics here. Circulating supply is 546 million. Total supply. I want to see a max supply though. Is that supposed to be the total supply? Where's the max supply? I don't know. I don't like the way that it's set up over here on CryptoRank. I'd rather see it on CoinGecko. So here's Redo. Or Onri, that's actually no. Sorry, I'm getting confused with what somebody was saying. CCP was saying Redo was the coin for Toncoin ecosystem. All right, we'll get to Onri in just a minute. Let's check this out. It's raised. I'm sorry, is that for real? They raised $4.2 billion. This must be a pretty serious project, right? No token. Is a provider of shareholders, pension, and remediation services. Okay, so this sounds like a really big thing. Pension member looking on how to support your company in the UK or US. So I guess we go to the US website. Yeah, this looks very legitimate. Or I should say big money. That's what I'm really trying to say here. It looks very big money kind of thing. Probably nothing that's going to matter a lot to us. I think it's interesting. They're going to have a token. I don't know why they need a token, but big money here. Get in on that pre-sale. That'd probably be amazing. Every SocialFi project ever has failed miserably. For what it's worth, we always go back to X. Yes, the only one that I have seen at all that is even slightly good is MemeX, and it's because it's literally a Web3 version of X. I don't know what they're going to do when X actually launches a bunch of Web3 features and stuff like that. That's going to hurt Memex, I think, quite a bit. Not that I think a lot of people use Memex, just to be completely honest. It's for the degens, it's for the memes, right? But you're completely right. Almost, I don't know any social fi. I mean, Zora. I tried to go on there, but it's not what it's supposed to be. Like, it's not a real social fi network. It's pretty lame if you ask me. And that's my opinion as someone who did, Friendster, Farcaster, Hey, Ethos, Basestap, yeah, exactly. And the list goes on and on. So let's see what Onri is. Check this out. If crypto rank will load up. Ooh, looks like we're getting some pump here. Yeah, that didn't take long. Let's go back to BTC for a minute talking, and I didn't get an entry here. It's kind of annoying. So it's moving for that measured move. Measured moves seldomly lie. Smooth moving average here, kind of holding it down. That's the blue line. It's a smooth 200-day moving average. And there it goes. I was hoping for a little more of a flag out and pattern here, and we didn't really get it. And that, look at that. That's basically your 3-minute 200. And then, of course, if you really want, you could take your inverted head and shoulder. Bang. And that gives you a much higher, basically targeting these high up here. And it looks like she could go on a bit of a tear. Kind of looking for a pullback there would be nice. Entry above. I'd rather enter above the 200, but it could totally run away on you. It really could. So let's talk about Onri real quick. So 5 million raised, but what is it? Is a regulated on-chain reissuance company on Solana with yield-bearing on-sync token. Okay. So it's a yield-bearing type thing. So it's definitely financial. It's yield farming. Here's the tags here. Yield aggregator, yield farming, that kind of thing. A lot of financial and institutional oriented stuff coming out right now. So that should tell you something. A lot of people thinking now is the time to launch the projects maybe they've been sitting on for a while, but they didn't want to launch them in the bear market. So reissuance meets internet capital markets is a yield-bearing dollar asset combining reissuance premiums and collateral returns built to become DeFi's preferred collateral asset. Okay. Uncorrelated returns from a historically inaccessible market. Performance in any market. I guess inaccessible for a long time to like institutions and stuff like that, huh? Not to the everyday person, it wasn't inaccessible. They might not have known about it, but it wasn't inaccessible. Where's the blues guy at? I have not seen the blues guy. Usually I say his name and he shows up, so I'm hoping to make that happen. There's not a whole lot to talk about here. There's no token. They've raised only $5 million, which when you see somebody like this here raise $4.2 billion, that kind of really puts things into perspective for that project. Not a lot of projects are going to raise that here. Even this project has raised $625 million, right? It's a platform on managing cloud, container, and AI infrastructure system. So like Deepin, right? It says cloud service and developer tools, definitely infrastructure here. No token, raised $625 million. Let's check out the website real quick. Mirantis Cordant AI takes you from zero to AI cloud in days. Just add hardware. Foundational NVIDIA AI cloud ISV partner. You could book a meeting if you really wanted to. I don't want to. Metal to model. Lifecycle automation. AI services. The native management platform, and then everything else kind of flows out of that. We're not going to go through every single little bit of it, but external clusters, bare metal, public clouds, This must be the more private premium clouds over there. Very techy, very much for AI. Again, and have the tag developer tools, so you get the idea. This is behind the scenes type stuff, but of course could turn some money. 625 million raised. Now I kind of understand why. A lot of people really getting to speculating hard on the AI, and a lot of things pumping hard in the regular stock market that has to do with it, right? So there's that. What is this? Kayo. Kayo is a regulated protocol for tokenizing institutional funds, enabling their integration into DeFi while preserving compliance and liquidity. So they're trying to compete with Ondo, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. They've raised $8 million. They're going to need a lot more than that. Cash is coming, permissionless, institutional grade on-chain yield. I mean, they could do their thing. I don't see how they beat Ondo, to be honest with you, and a handful of other ones that are into the RWAs. But this is a new project, so who knows? It could catch some steam in the time where people really get into the tokenized assets, which I don't think will happen until much later in the bull market. From assuming we have a bull market, remember, we got to kind of hold above that 85,000 to really confirm a bull market. What's up, Blues guy? See, I told you if I said his name, he would show up. I literally just did that. Blessings and gratitude, undergrounders. Welcome in. Thank you for the super chat. Can we hit the goal of 5 super chats tonight? I don't know. You guys tell me if that's possible. But thank you for the super chat, Blues guy. And, big shout out to you for always coming to the stream. From our partners to the solutions we invest, we enable, we are committed to excellence in everything we do at Kayo. I mean, it's basically Ondo. Once again, tokenized assets, we're giving them utility. They're all about, keeping your regulation and things like that, which is what people are going to want. Oh man, what happens when they have tokenized stocks and then somehow there's some kind of mess in the code, and then oh man, it could be a mess. I don't know, I just thought of that just now. And then a newer website that we've been using called Blockworks gives us a ton of other information here. And what are we doing here? All right, so we're getting the pullback. This looks like where I might want to enter into a trade. Let's go check this out. Bang. Stop loss got hit slightly in profit. Was nothing to brag about, that's for sure. And let's see, that's the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 minute and delete any work that we have. Dang, I'm too slow to getting in here, huh? I was just about to buy that bounce right there. Let's go to the 3. Maybe not. Maybe not time to get in yet. We have not really got above. Definitely a lot of liquidity to 82,500. It is time of night. It's Tuesday. It has been a little lackluster just the end of today here. Underground, my man, let's go. Hey, when I said can we get to the super chat goal, don't feel like you have to get there all by yourself, brother. But thank you. I appreciate that very much. Another super chat in the books. So can we get something like this going? If this lines up to 82,000, I might go ahead and just hop in. 82,500. 82,816. All right. Almost like, can we do this fast enough is the problem. Give me just a minute. I want to pull my position. And that was exactly like the measured move we had pulled before. Kind of crazy. Basically right below the 200. Not the most amazing on the 1 minute here. All right. Bro, it's my weekend. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate you. Third super chat of the night. Blues guy holding it down all by himself. My man. All right, so let's go ahead and get this rocking. Are you taking a long, big boy? Nice. Let's do it. I lost $5 longing before the drop. I got to make it back. All right, hold on. Don't distract me. I'm going to miss my opportunity here. I'm going to put 65 in. Stop loss, basically 80,928. And take profit 81, basically 82,500 because that's where I see the liquidity. I'll probably close it before then. What is going on? It's only like a $5 profit. How is that possible? It's definitely 3 to 1. I'm risking $1 for like 4, or I can risk $1.65 for like. That's very. That is interesting. Am I not getting all the money in? Something's not right here. For longer with your boy. Thanks, Camsta. And Melissa hit that last one. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. $5. Melissa sent in that super chat. Thank you very much, everybody. We hit the goal. There should be some confetti raining down in your chat there. I appreciate you guys saying, "Hey, we value your time and your energy." That's basically what you're saying there. And I appreciate you guys. I go ahead and got myself in the position. You definitely want to limit in versus market. That's something I've learned from the lifer. And we hit the goal, man. It's been a little while since we hit the goal on the super chats. And other people participated besides Blues Guy. That's what's up. Now, I was reading Camsta stuff. I panic sold before I lost $5. Would have been okay. Yeah, that happens so often. I thought we were dropping big time. Yeah. That's why I set a stop loss slightly in profit. Like literally slightly. It was like 12 cents or like 20 cents in profit. And when it hit it and fell through, I was glad I did because it dropped very quick and very hard. And I just left it alone for a while and didn't bother with it until it got back above the 200 here. And now we're getting exactly what I wanted. Kind of had this big pump first, but you're above the 200. You're flagging out. You have a nice measured move here. Let's go ahead and actually hop back over. I just think it looks so much better on TradingView than to try to show it here on Weeks. Love Weeks for when I'm just personally using it, but when I'm trying to show everybody something, it's just kind of not big enough, right? I know I can expand it, all of those things. And here was kind of your measured move of your inverted head and shoulder. Gotten quite a bit of that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then you have this big measured move here. See how like a lot of times I'll just grab the measured move and put it where I want it, where it'll most likely break out. I don't even draw the pattern. I'll keep moving it, you know, that kind of thing. But a lot of times I don't even draw the pattern unless it's later down the line. Sometimes I'll already be in the position and I'll just be watching it. And so at that point, I'll draw the pattern, if you get what I'm saying here. And that would be very parabolic, wouldn't it? So it might be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another 8 to 10 minutes maybe, or it could rip at any point, but probably more like 8 to 10 minutes here further down the line. But this looks beautiful. The 21 coming in to just kind of support, hug it, and send it to the upside. Let's see what happens. Now, bless this BTC long Karmatic universe. Hey, there you go. And I'm in it with you. We'll see where it goes. There you go, my man. Thank you, thank you. I am also long right now. Nice. See how I waited, though? Even though I seen these things, I could have been a part of this pump. I probably should have, but a lot of times this doesn't play out. I do like it on a Tuesday. I normally would want to, but I'm trying to really dial back in my risk to reward ratio and when I'm trading, right? Whether it's the day or the time or under the 200, above the 200. Of course, if I was taking a short underneath the 200, like here, I just don't like to, I like to have a bias like long based off of liquidity and stuff like that. I don't like to be like short, long, short, long, long, short, and then I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, and I'm taking positions and hitting the wrong direction. Been there, done that. I don't want to do that no more. I did leave myself a tiny bit of money to get in if it tries to dip on me, right? Which is not a bad thing. 0.77. You know, obviously this is BTC, so you're not going to get like no 35% move in like a 1 minute chart. It just doesn't happen. I'm hiding underneath the 200 here. Hopefully they don't come and get me. I could lose like $1 at this point. I'm basically risking $1 for like $5. So, you know. And if we continue to go sideways, basically, and consolidate in this channel, I might add the rest of my capital. The 1 minute. Let's check out some stochastic. 3 minutes high. 5 minute is high. 7 minutes high. 10, 15. 15 is not quite high yet. The 1 hour, though, just getting started. And the daily is just getting oversold, but it hasn't turned. It can stay there for quite some time. 4 hour high. A lot of things high and against you. All you really have going for you is the 1 hour. The 15 minute hasn't really finished yet. We did just get this big pump. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pullback and we had to enter again, to be honest with you. You goal. Let's go now. Hey, I appreciate it. My long was late. I was up $2 at one point, but no room to move the stop loss, unfortunately. He said, when are you going to give me a membership? Hey, Underground, can we look at Flare and Monad? I'm too lazy to do TA. Hey, that's what I'm here for. Don't feel bad ever about that. Yeah, we go get Flare and Monad for sure. Ooh, are we starting to get the breakout? Is it going to come from there maybe? Kind of cat ears-ish, but we'll see. I don't get into like cat ears too crazy on such a small time frame. It's a little ridiculous. So really something more like this. Looks like you're starting to get the move to the upside. Stops into break even relatively quickly. As soon as we get like, here's my thing. You see this previous high here? Let's see. Can I almost want to mute this VRVP sometimes. Yeah, let's do that. As soon as we break this high up here, then, you know, and get like a nice retest or something, that's when I'll move my stop loss up into this region here, and then we'll be at break even. But I don't want to do it too early because, you know, this thing will come up and then like come down and then boom, boom, and then stop me out and run off into the sunset. I know anybody who's trading knows what I'm talking about. All right, let's go take a look at Chip. Never did the thing. I'm glad I never got into this trade. I mostly didn't get into it because finding a good place where the perpetuals are reasonable is ridiculous. You're always so close to the bone because they're new perpetuals and they don't really want to give you the opportunity to take them to the cleaner. So let's see. Where am I supposed to be at? Blue Sky asking Melissa how she is. Me too. I did half and half, half in now, half in the dip. Yep, if we get one. He says, give me your email. I'll send you money. Hey, that's funny. Okay, slow down. Melissa asked me for Flare and Monad before I get to anything else. But I love to do TA for you guys. I love to look at stuff and find things that look good. So don't ever hesitate to ask. Let's see. Flare, US dollar, Coinbase. I think that's good. We'll do that. All right. And it's been, you know, getting some of this pump too. This is the 4-hour chart. I don't really think we need to go anywhere else. Let's go to the daily for a minute. I mean, you have this very obvious double bottom. I like the white line, but I think we need to go something else. I don't know. Maybe we need a vote here. Do we want like dark purple, red? I like red. Let's go with red. It's bright enough, but it doesn't clash too much. Problem with the white is the VRP gives you the point of control, and it's also a white line, so it gets kind of confusing. So you do have this double bottom here. I like that. Of course, a W, a double bottom, same thing. And it also has a little bit of this atom. And then what? If it eaved, it would probably be longer. So it doesn't really look like you're going to get the Adam and Eve. Looks like you're going to get rather a double bottom or an inverted head and shoulder, depending on what the heck Bitcoin does. And that's really all I'm looking at here. Stochastics are low. It's got a lot of room to the upside. Let's run to the 4 hour. Would be amazing to see Flare do something, you know, something big. Actually, I want to go to the weekly for a minute. I want to see where this thing has been. What is the all-time high here? Like 5 cents? Wow. And you made this huge head and shoulder. You kind of have, I don't know, with this being so rounded, I don't know if you would count that, but ginormous inverted head and shoulder. You came all the way down to your like lowest support region. Very interesting there. All right, now let's get a little more dialed in. Let's go take a look at the 4 hour here. Make it so it's not completely flat. Said UG, can you look at Doge, please? Yes, I will do that. I guess I need to rest a lot. Probably. Billa in the house is good afternoon all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. We're in a long for BTC right now. Flare is going to do like XRP did when it was at 3 cents. I hope so, Blues Guy, because all of the Flare I own will be because of you, and that would be amazing. It definitely would do some numbers, right? That would be amazing. So it looks like you're kind of making this rounded. Maybe you're going to get a cup and handle here. Where's my drawing tool? Right? You're going to get the cup and then the handle. Maybe you get the handle a little bit lower, right? Like this. That sneeze, though. That sneeze. Did I already drink all my coffee? It's terrible. I need more coffee, that's for sure. All right. So this looks kind of good. Let's get it a little bit smaller here. Let me get rid of that. We don't need that. One thing, I mean, I don't think this is relevant because of the way that the market is, and it's more rounded than anything else, but you can't completely leave this off, right? You can't completely ignore this. I don't think this will happen at all because the market doesn't suggest it, but if you get rejected at 83,500, 84,000 area, look for that. If you see like a week from now BTC is still above 84,000, you can pretty much guarantee that the bull market is confirmed. And that is according to Crypto Jet. And I'm going to post that video later for everybody. I really want everybody to watch it. Not very often I post things other than the lifer. But that is somebody who I do highly respect as well. And would love to meet in real life, that's for sure. All right, so the 1 hour is getting above the 200. That's nice. Got this like trend line here, right? I kind of messed it up a little bit. Definitely getting a little bit of a flag on the 1 hour. Looks like Flare is about to take a rip. This might look small, but this is on the 1 hour. You're right. It takes you to 0.007. Immediately drop it down to the 15. Looks like you, I don't know if I'd say you're already getting breakout here, but maybe. I think you already had been broke out. Yeah, that was more like that. Grab that. Bang. Go look at your measured move. Bang. There's your 3-to-1. I like it. Very close to the bone, though. I don't know why it's like locking on to these. I hate when it does that. There's a way to turn that off, that like magnetic pull or whatever. There you go. Looks like it could easily do that very soon. Takes a minute to run through it, so now I'm like way behind on the chat. The other one is Monad, right? You want a Monad? Blue Sky said I love sneezing. It does feel amazing. Buy more flare. Yeah, absolutely. I do need some more. I need a bag of flare. If I could make some money lev trading, right? Remember, Campsta, this is my opinion. Never financial advice, right? You're probably tired of hearing me say that. But the majority of the money, especially if you're not a well-seasoned trader who's been trading at least 5 or 6 years, in my opinion, you're going to make more money holding spot. It might not feel like that if you hold some spot positions and they're down. But if we run into a bear market, you will make considerably more money with a lot less headache holding spot positions for good coins, right? Top 100 coins, right? We talked a lot about building portfolios, and we're going to talk even more about it tonight. I hope y'all are listening, because we fast forward a year and a half, 2 years from now, there's going to be a lot of people saying, man, we talked all about that, and I didn't really take it very seriously. I just wanted to leverage trade. I didn't really build any spot position. And when they do the math on the coins that they know they would have bought, there you go. You're going to realize you could have made a lot more with a lot less headache. Yep, sneezing satisfying, but it gets a little much when I feel sick. I'm blasting out my 2 brain cells. Yeah, well, when you're sick or you get like a sneezing fit, that's where it's not fun anymore. It looks like a 4-hour money printer to me on Flare. Yeah, exactly. We are accumulated in accumulation now. Bear market over. Technically, if you want to be highly responsible, you're not confirmed bear market until you're above 84,000 for like a week and a half, right? It needs to be like more than a week, because we've closed a weak candle above the 200, above, this type of support before, and then still falling down considerably for the next leg. You get what I'm saying? All right, let me stop yapping and get on to Monad here. And I liked what Chocolate Salty said, that Monad didn't have, a airdrop. Or no, Monad did have an airdrop. Mega ETH did not. So Mega ETH is sounding pretty amazing, if you ask me. Okay, amazing might not be the right word, but it's sounding pretty lucrative. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. There we go. Let's move our breakout to the actual breakout. And notice we've done TA on this before. And look at this retest, double retest, and then a huge bounce, right? So the breakout traders, they would have done well on this thing. I'm sure we were looking at this on like a higher time frame, right? Huge dolphin dip out of that thing. It's amazing. I don't know if we had it drawn when that was occurring. It says Monad could go to like 0.45. It's pretty good, because right now it's at 0.3. Let's go to the 15-minute. 15-minute bouncing off the 200. For something like this, I don't like to trade it like on the low time frames, right? I like to trade it on the bigger time. Let's check on our BTC for a minute. Let's go ahead and kind of reconfigure this a little bit. These flat tops, when they break out, that's parabolic city a lot of the time. So let's see. It makes it a 3.1. And I got in down here, so that's great. Although it could roll over. Don't be fooled. Anything can happen at any time. Be on your guard. Let's go back to Monad. It had a really nice pump out of this flag for sure. Something like, let's see, something like almost 10%. And then it gave half of it back very quickly. If anything, I go up in time scale more on these than I go down, unless you're trying to trade it. A lot of these coins, like, people are not trying to trade them in the 1 minute, right? They're trying to trade them on like the 4 hour, the daily, stuff like that. I mean, obviously you had a shoulder, head, and shoulder. You can definitely say that would give you a measured move as well. I like this whole falling wedge measured move a lot more. It's very nice. And yeah, Monad could go to 0.45. It's not exactly a double up, and I am doing kind of a terrible job today at like posting any of this stuff, screenshotting it. if I make these charts where I show everything and then I just move right along, if anybody thinks about it, if you could just be like, and I'm talking mostly to my mods, if you could remind me to post it, it's amazing. If you don't, it's not your problem, not your fault. It's all me. So 47% here. Let's move this down. Bang. Screenshot. Get this whole thing. Cool. So Monad looks like it could do a 3-to-1, move here relatively easy. Stop way under the 200 on the 8-hour. Nice stuff. And if you get a 50% move on 10x leverage, it's 500% gains, right? But can you let it cook? Can you let it marinate? Obviously, you'll have some resistance there. Oh, I like that red trend line, horizontal line. I like that a lot. I don't know why I never thought of that. But yeah, this area here gonna give you a little bit of issue. If you do get up there, I would expect maybe before you eventually get going. And then of course, if Bitcoin gets rejected at the 200 moving average on the weekly, it's a wrap. There it goes, guys. There it goes. Bang, bang, bang. Let's hop back over to our trade. See what the heck we are doing here. Perpetuals on weeks. If you want to trade like we trade on weeks and stuff like that, there is a link in the Discord. I'm up 72 cents, but that's not what we're paying attention to. This is all about me trying to be a lot more disciplined as a trader here and grow. And so it's about the percentage. We were up about 5% at one point. I don't really understand the break-even thing. Is that like, yeah, but unrealized P&L is only 26 cents. That's really not anything crazy. How much are they charging me? Is that really my break-even? 60 cents they're charging me for this trade? I don't think so. I don't think that's the case here. So are we doing a support and resistance flip, or are we going to go lower than that? Because it's coming down right on this previous, right? It just kind of went down and bounced off of it. It's wicking back up. If I could orchestrate this a little better to you. Bang. And let's change this to red. There we go. It's even more confusing because the trigger lines and stuff on here. Nice. So that red line is not break even. No, that is something else. But yeah, it looks support and resistance flip is what it looks like. If we can hold above that, do we keep messing with our flag? Is that what we do here? I mean, that looks pretty legit if you ask me. All right, let's pop back over to TradingView. I want to spend forever on that. We'll be monitoring it for sure. Let's go take a look at Dogecoin. And let me get back in this chat. Melissa says, I DCA into Flare. Smart move. Flare spot hold. Are you in profits, Mel? I wish Flare would go up to 40K. Holy crap, that would be a lot. Not before I can get a bag. Yes, that's one. Monad, yep. 333. Yeah, all my money is in spot and stocks. Very small percentage for web trading. Just for fun and learning. I'm glad to hear you have portfolios, because that's what's going to really, 10 years from now, that's what's going to make all the difference. Now, 10 years from now, you might be a phenomenal trader because you spent so much time in it. You get what I'm saying? But at least you already have made something. Get a bag or two. I believe it's life-changing on this one. So True Underground. Listen to man Cam. Don't sell your soul for trading perps. Yeah, it sounds like he's doing all right. He's got some portfolios to go over. Doge. Now, I've told the story, and I'm not going to tell it right now unless somebody asks me to quickly tell it. I've gotten good at going through my origin story of crypto here. I don't even know what market I just clicked on. What is this? Doge what? Binance Spot. That's why I went to it so quickly. Yeah, Tether. Get rid of that one. All right, cool. All right, let's look at Dogecoin. So I got into crypto off of Doge. All right. For reference, I bought Doge at 0.002. So here, I'm gonna draw a line here at where I bought Doge originally, and I've never really bought it ever again. It was a one-time purchase, and I still hold it. So 0.002. I can't even get it perfect. Bang. So that red line is where I bought Dogecoin. And look at that. Look, you know I'm not making it up. You didn't see any price action down here. That's where I bought Dogecoin. And it would go on some insane tears here. I've never really done this on here. So to this top here, I would have been up, yeah, like 8,000%. And I didn't sell it like an absolute fool. I was new to crypto. I had just saw it go up so fast that I thought it was just going to keep going up forever. All right, that kind of making the chart a little crazy here. So let's get back to where we are, though. Oh, inverted head and shoulder. Could potentially be rolling out here. Something like that. Definitely have some support there on the daily. Let's hit the 4 hour. Definitely getting a bit of a trend line here. Remember, Dogecoin has ETFs and all kinds of stuff, you know? So Dogecoin can do a lot more than what people think. It can do it a lot faster than you think it can. It could be crazy. One day I do believe Dogecoin will go to $1. When that'll be, I don't know. But having ETFs and stuff, it just makes me feel like it's not going to fade off into irrelevance, right? People are going to look at it like something that's been around for a really long time and is tried and true, right? That's my feeling. Melissa says not even 1 cent yet. Don't buy Flare, bro. Flare is no good. He's trying to reverse psychology. That's hilarious, bro. Flare, yep. Don't buy Manad either, bro. Too cheap. Yeah, you're right. I need to buy high, sell low. You guys are hilarious. Because of my work, I trade on bigger time frames. Nothing wrong with that at all. Matter of fact, takes away a lot more of the confusion. So I don't have to worry about it much. I like weekly, daily, 4 hour. Yes. You kind of get those different time frames there. LOL, what's up, Underground? Sorry, say that again. I'm so far behind in the chat, buddy. I have no idea what we were talking about. Thank you very much for the TA, sir. I truly appreciate it. Always thank you for the super chat and being a mod and always supporting me. I should be the one thanking you, that's for sure. 21 just crossed the 200 for Mega ETH on the 15. Dang, we didn't get in time, guys. We didn't get in on time. I'm just playing. I'm looking at that on a much bigger time frame. That's if you want to cover the fees, the break even. Yeah, week sucks for fees, man. But you're supposed to get it a lot cheaper if you limit order in and not market. Yeah. And there's no way the fees were that high. I could see the fees. They weren't 60 cents. If you're going to perps trade, why not do it on a platforms that are going to airdrop like Nado or Dreamcash? Okay. Never heard of any of those. Thanks for saying that. I'll have to check those out. Chocolate Salty, any chance you could privately message me those so I could take a look at them? Yep, never heard of any of those. Weeks does some kind of airdrop stuff, but it's not amazing, right? You have to hold the Weeks token. They don't just airdrop you for free. It's kind of like you hold the token, and so you qualify to get a little bit of the mix if you commit it to the plan, right? Oh, please tell I love the story. Oh, you're talking about Dogecoin? You've heard me tell about Dogecoin, that I got out of stocks after, you know, that big world event that happened where you had to, you know, put your sleeve up. I don't know if I said that one time and it hurt the channel, so I'm going to try not to say that anymore, as much as I hate bowing the knee to any of that stuff. I would like to grow as a channel. So anyways, as I do some TA here, I got out. I sold everything when the markets recovered, and they recovered really well. And then, of course, I was on Robinhood. Robinhood had two cryptos at the time. It was Ethereum and Dogecoin. There might have been one more, like Litecoin or something like that, but it was only 2 or 3. For the longest time, they only had Ethereum. They had just added Doge, right? And it was in its own little category, cryptocurrencies. I had no idea what any of it was, but I was like, I'm going to take, why I decided to do this, I have no idea. I took $220 of my profits, and I threw it, 220, 250, right? I'm not sure. And I threw it in Dogecoin. And again, I'll show you the red line. Where's the red line? This red line? 0.002 something. I remember it was 0.002 something because I remember how cheap it was. And I've thought about it many times since and gone back and looked at the average buy. And yeah, the rest is history. I made a lot of money really fast. Never sold it. Unrealized gains. Definitely should have sold it. I thought, like a lot of other people, that when, Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, that it was going to send it to the moon. That was when everybody was supposed to sell. I get it now. I know that now. But back then I was new. I did not realize that at all. And I don't know if I love this right here, but if this breaks up, remember, most of the time these break down. But when they do break up, it's basically the essence of parabolic, right? Just so everybody knows, this pattern would usually break down. But in the environment that we're at, assuming we're going somewhere kind of euphoric, or euphoric's not the right word, into a bull market, right? I don't really love what's going on here. There we go. Spread your love. This is a better way to do it. Pull this up here. And hear what I'm saying now. There we go. That's what I want to see. That was basically what you'd be looking at. That kind of would give you a target of like 13 cents. It looks really big on the TA, but it's really like 13 cents. Not that wild. If we were at 13 cents for Dogecoin, nobody'd be like, oh my goodness, can't believe Dogecoin went to 13 cents. Like, nobody would say that. Let's go to the 4 hour and let me show you the last high that we had here of about 40 cents. When was this? Yep, here we are. 30 cents. Now, we went higher than 30 cents. We definitely went higher than 30 cents. Yeah. So 48 cents. That's what I remember. 48 cents. Probably should have went to the daily on that one, huh? So we had the original. This was Saturday Night Live right here. This was the day. I always say 75 cents. It was really more like 74 cents. And then we had the most recent one, which was 2024 altcoin season, even though I don't think we knew we were in altcoin season top, right? I think we all thought everything was starting to kick up, and we had the year of 2025 for some bullish bull run. The top of the market at the end of the year of 2025 didn't happen. It went to a high 48, almost 49 cents, and then it dropped. So where does that leave us, right? Where does that leave us? Are we going to get a much better pump for Dogecoin? I'd love to see it at least return back to like 60, 65 cents. That would be pretty amazing. All right, what is going on here? His chat is just running. He said, either way I win. Here, let's pop back over to BTC while I'm chatting. See what's going on. Are we flagging out again? The move in the measured move is a lot of times made of a bunch of other moves. If you're just running in, welcome to Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show, where we do all kinds of stuff. It's a long list. I don't want you all to run off as I try to tell it to you. So smash that like button, and there is a free link to our free Discord in the chat where you can definitely get to know this community better. Very tight-knit, close-knit community. He says, flare them and add so I can buy two. They go south. Yeah, either way I win, bro. I did that with a weed stock back in the day. My 200 investment became 80K. I didn't sell. Yes. Trying to at least, so my new thing is like, if I don't sell at a euphoric high like that, I'm going to take at least like 20% profit or something like that. Do your research, especially on Monad. I just believe that it will become something one day. there's no promises. I know nothing is promised in crypto, right? No, Mel, I'm only buying it off your advice alone. There you go. So you're going to be completely responsibly. Says I need a fall girl. Guys, are you buying bags of Hyperliquid? I haven't yet, that's for sure. I mean, look at Cass. I still believe in it. One day, hopefully, it will do what it's supposed to do. Maybe. Let's see. Am I almost caught up in the chat? I was thinking about getting a bag of that one, too. Or it has already time in the sun. Yeah, Cass is a little bit like... It's rather going to do something amazing, or it's just never going to be really mentioned seriously ever again. And I'm not really sure which one it is, to be completely honest with you. I have a small bag of it. But I'm not really sure how confident I am in it either. Everybody is awesome here. You're awesome, says Melissa. Hey, I appreciate everybody just being so close and tight-knit. More like 75%, LOL. Thanks for the Discord link. Oh, I don't have it pinned. That's on me. I keep saying it like I have it pinned, and I don't. I don't have it pinned. So, way to go. Let me go do that real quick. And Blues Guy, just so you know, when you grab that link in the Discord, you'll see at the bottom where it says expires in 7 days. And if you click that, you can put never. So it never expires, you know, give it the longest options. Again, because I just ran back to the page, I'm seeing everybody's super chats. Thank you again, everybody, for those super chats. We hit the goal. I'm never going to tell you to stop sending super chats, but I very greatly appreciate it, and it's nice to hit the goal, especially when I know that I'm going to be probably not doing my regular stream. Again, I'm going to try to do, you know, I might have a little bit more free time. We might do a little bit more lives and stuff like that, or just me posting some content and stuff like that. And you can see that it really fell out of this little pattern that I was trying to make it. If we extend this bottom trend line, that looks like a bounce maybe there. A little rough right now. I feel like a lot of people are starting to get a little bit weary. Liquidity, or volume, I should say, definitely getting a little bit scarce. Like, we're exhausted a little bit from all this pumping. Again, if anybody needs to be reminded, let's go to the daily. You need to be reminded what BTC's been doing, right, for a while. And it's coming up on that 200. I know everybody wants us to be in the bear market. There is a high likelihood, or a high possibility. I don't want to say likelihood, but you just can't count out that a lot of people are going to flip short. Like right now, there's not a lot of sell pressure. As soon as we hit 83,000, 83,500, 84,000, there's going to be a ton of sell pressure. I think we'll dip on some level, even if we do get back above it and continue. I think you'll see some serious sell pressure come into the market, right? So 24% we've rallied, right? In what, like a month? Pretty amazing there for BTC. So we'll continue to monitor this. I don't think this looks amazing right this second. Like, it's really starting to roll over on us. That's why we left ourselves like a good 25% to get back in. Let me zoom in on this liquidity here. 81,400. There's some liquidity just barely below us, basically to like where you're going. 81. Yeah, here comes a big buy. Just one though. I like to see a series of them in tandem. Yeah, it's mostly sell pressure. 81,250. Very dark liquidity at 81,400. Yeah, so there you go. So up here, high likelihood we will be quickly back up here. My entry was pretty low, so it's pretty much given everything back from what I was up. So you gotta love that. And we're rolling right over an hour and a half of live streaming here. Thank you everybody for being here. And it is just going. And that is why it's good to have good risk reward ratio. I am not losing the farm or the house or anything on this. And I left myself a little bit of money. What did I just mess up? I messed something up. Let's get rid of that. Definitely leaving myself some money to buy with here. And we really had a nice kind of support and resistance flip there. And it's just kind of dipping right through it. All right, well, I do have other things that I'd like to talk to you guys about. It's time to raise that crypto IQ. I got a crypto story I would love to tell you guys. We're all about raising that crypto IQ. Winford says, in the background, watching on the big screen. I appreciate that. I appreciate you every once in a while hitting us with a chat here and letting us know that you're here, right? If you watch on the TV and stuff like that, you know, a lot of times you can't really chat and stuff like that, but just letting us know every once in a while that you're here means a lot. Because I know there's other people out there who are not, and then they'll slowly come in and chat more. It says evening everybody. Yep, there you go. Hey, check this link out too, the YouTube channel. Let's see. Best featured tag, best DeFi, not financial advice. Okay, we're caught up on the chat. So here's what I want to talk about. So we do our IQ raising event, which is where we take a topic and we try to raise your crypto IQ, right? Because this is very much crypto education as much as it is many other things, right? The beginning of the stream is all about staying on top of the market, staying on top of what's trending, looking for trades, trading together, all that kind of stuff. And then we kind of roll into the raise your crypto IQ portion. We've been talking about portfolios for about 2 weeks. So all about portfolios. Tonight, we were really focusing on when you should sell crypto. Like, when should you sell cryptocurrency? And that's what we're looking for. We used to do a lot of talking points and just talking points. Now we do a story to set it up, right? So now you understand. So when people enter crypto, they focus on getting in. And yes, I use ChatGPT to organize my thoughts because after doing a 2-hour stream and then busting it out, I might not really remember what the heck all I wanted to say to you guys. So when people enter crypto, they focus on getting in, like what to buy, when to buy, and how much to buy. And that's where most of the attention goes. So they're spending a lot of attention on setting up their portfolios, right? Buying the bottom, scaling in, all of that different stuff. Of course, they tell themselves they're going to scale out. They maybe are talking about the 4-year cycle, or maybe they want to hold for 10 years. You know, they have these longer terms as far as how long they want to invest. But how much attention are they really putting on when are they going to sell? Because that's really the determination of if you're going to nail it or not, right? So most of their attention goes into building a portfolio, but eventually every position reaches a point where there's a decision that has to be made. And that's where things get hard and much harder, because you might be up a lot, but if you think it could go a lot farther, remember, you don't know that that was the top of the bear market until it falls. Like, a Bitcoin right now went to 165,000. And you could measure it on time frame, right? Is that in the next like 4 or 5 months, or is that in 2 years from now, right? That would make a big difference. But would you know that it was going to turn around at 150 and drop back to, say, 85? No. You might be set on 200 or 250. That's going to be the top. And that has got people wrecked many times, and not really wrecked if they kept holding, but they didn't get what they thought they were going to get in the time frame that they thought that they were going to get it. Because now it's not about opportunity anymore, it's about judgment, right? Should you take profits? Should you hold longer? Should you trim a little bit and take a little off the table? And there's no clear answer, because selling isn't just one thing. It's not a single moment. The same way you should scale in, theoretically, my personal opinion, not financial advice. I also believe in scaling out the same way, because then if it does boom in, like you were getting out at 150, 160, all of a sudden it jumped up to 180 and you still had 25% or 30 or 50 of your portfolio in, you can still sell and take advantage of that, right? Because selling isn't one thing. It's not a single moment. Not necessarily supposed to be. It could be if you wanted it to. It's a series of decisions, and most people struggle because they treat it like one, right? So our regular talking points, because we are so far into the stream, we're going to go ahead and just go right onto it. Ondo been printing 5% this whole bear market. Now it broke. Yeah, right. Yeah, we need to look at Ondo again. I can't complain about the 5% swings in the bear. Yeah, that's not horrible. That's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. And just for the fact that everybody's rolling in here, we got to play our favorite crowd favorite song here. We got to get this going. All right, so let's talk about selling. Selling feels hard because it's the final, right? Once you're out, you're out. Like, even if you scale out or stair step out, kind of the same terminology, but DCAing is different, right? Anyways, you're not selling all at one time, but once you've sold the last of it, or you get down to having very little, it's like you're out of the market. And there's this anticipation and emotional thing, and don't kid yourself that there won't be, that the market could keep going. You have to be satisfied with the money that you've made and grateful for the money that you've made, right? Versus just always wishing you would have got 10% more, 5% more, 20% more, you know? So selling feels hard because it's final. Buying feels like starting. Selling feels like ending, and that creates a lot of pressure. It's kind of almost like how every trade, when you first start trading, is like, you start being like, this is the trade that I'm going to double up. This is the trade I'm going to make 50, 60% on. And then like you start bending the rules and going way too hard, too much leverage, too much money in the position. Why? Well, because you keep trying to make every trade like the one trade that's going to do something, instead of good risk reward ratio over time, growing an account, doing the right things 3-to-1. You know what I mean? You only got to win 3 out of 10 in order to be, you know, at least slightly profitable or basically break even to where you're not losing money. It's very important. But instead, because people are so concerned about making it the one, well, the same idea. Of course, we're over longer cycles, so there is a little bit more pressure. But is this cycle, does it have to be the one that retires you for the rest of your life? Or could this cycle make you a considerable amount of money? We're just going to use random numbers. Say you were only able to scrape together $5,000 to put in, and you 10x that to 50. And if you look back, you'll see that you could have made 70, right? 20,000 more than you did. But you have to keep in mind that you turned 5 into 50. If you just take 20% of that and then reinvest it, it's much more than the 5,000 you had before. And now you're thinking long term, and now every cycle doesn't have to retire you forever. You have a whole life to live, and you have some money to do some things with, pay off debt, whatever, get in a better position, down payment on a house so you no longer are paying rent, so you actually are getting to keep your equity, that kind of stuff. It's still moving your life forward if you know kind of what you want to do with it, what's right for you. Again, not financial advice. Ondo was going down so much when I was holding it. Yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't hold a crazy amount of it, but I held a little bit. All about gratitude. Yes, depression, gratitude can't live in the same place. The King of Flair will buy all of us Lambos and Maseratis. I believe that. I believe he will do that. Gratitude is recognizing divine blessing, maintaining a thankful heart regardless of the circumstances, and finding joy in the daily life, and that is gratitude to God. Well said. When Flair explodes, of course. Thank you, God, for everything in my life, says Blue Sky. The good and the bad. Some were blessings and some were lessons. Exactly. We got the jackpot, he says. All right, people usually sell for the wrong reasons, right? A lot of times they sell because of fear, panic, FOMO, and short-term movement. People are not usually highly motivated to sell in euphoria. It's kind of crazy. It's because, like, even though they feel the euphoria, they're very much like, this could just keep going. Like, what if it jumps, you know, BTC jumps another 20,000 while I'm sleeping? Think about how much more money I'm going to make in my altcoin. And they just don't even take even a little bit of profits. Been there, done that, right? FOMO, elsewhere, short-term movement. So there is a different types of selling, right? Not all selling is the same. Full exit, trimming, rebalancing, taking profits, each has a different purpose. And how well do you understand these different types? Of course, full exit is just selling everything, right? Trimming is underrated. You don't always need to sell everything. Reducing exposure can lock in gains, reduce risk, and maintaining positions. So trimming is very much the same thing as scaling out. right? You're exiting your positions. You're giving yourself a little bit of room if the market continues to move up and see what's going on, but you're taking some profit, so you're locking it in. Going back to the scenario where you put 5,000 in the market, it's now worth 50,000. If you take 10,000 of that 50,000 off the table, not only have you recuperated everything you put into it, but you've also doubled your money, and you still have that there if it goes up. And then maybe 2-3 weeks go by and it's up another 5, 6, 7%, and you trim off another 5. Maybe you sell in, maybe you're selling every week 5,000 of it or 10,000. But you see what I mean? But you're having the opportunity for it to continue to go up in the euphoria. But if it turns around and dumped on you, you could be like, well, I made my money. I doubled my money. I have $10,000 and still have my positions because they're unrealized gains if you didn't sell it. Do you understand the mentality? Hopefully the gears are turning, because a lot of this is not meant to make you like, oh, this is exactly what I do, because all of it is so dependent on who you are, how much money, your risk exposure, the time frame. Or is this crypto bag your retirement account? Or are you just trying to flip in the 4-year cycle? Do you not believe in the 4-year cycle? You're just trying to get to the next top of a market, and you don't know when it could be. It could be 2 years from now, 5. You see what I'm saying? Everything is very dependent on you. And if you don't sit down to think about what is good for you, then you can't really be mad at anybody on YouTube because they didn't give you the step-by-step. I tell you what I think and what I believe for myself, the things that I'm doing, because they make sense to me based off of the income and things that I have. Selling should match strategy. Your exit decision should reflect your time horizon, right? We talked about that, how long you're in the market, your conviction, how much you believe in the market. If you just showed up and you don't actually know anything about blockchain technology or Web3 or how it's going to be integrated, tokenize it, you haven't really deep dived into those things, I highly encourage you to stick around, because that is really where we shine, is the Web3 DeFi stuff like that, and raising your crypto IQ about all of those things. But your conviction is very much tied to how long you should probably hold in or out of a market. And of course, portfolios and the number go up are one thing. Understanding what the heck is going on is very powerful, and I highly encourage it. So come to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. All right, New York time, right? So, and of course, your structure. Let's get out of this. Emotional selling breaks structure. Selling based on feeling instead of plan, number one thing people do, right? We have a big pullback, they sell, even on a really minor time frame, right? You're in a 3-minute chart or a 1-minute chart. It starts dipping. On the 1-minute chart, it looks huge, and you sell. And then in the 5-minute chart, it doesn't look that big. And then the 15-minute, it doesn't look much like anything. In the 1 hour, you can't even find it. And now it's 30 minutes later, you're well above your previous high, and it's just pumping, and you're out. Happens, right? Emotional selling breaks structure. Selling based on feelings instead of plans. You can't do anything but sell based off of feelings if you don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, how can you sell based off of a plan? This is kind of to take everything that we just said and wrap it up into one thing. It's not about who has the best strategy, because it's going to vary for people. It's just, do you even have a plan? That's basically what it's all about. That selling based off of feelings, of course, is going to create inconsistency and lead to regret and disrupt the balance of your portfolio that hopefully you ever actually had, a balanced portfolio type of thing, and not just a collection of positions, right? Core insight: selling isn't one decision, it's a process. I love this follow the exit segment that I came up with. I love it. Because I think it just takes everything that we just did and it just kind of re-pulls it all together. So reactive, right? This is a reactive mind state. Price moves, you get emotional, you sell everything, you regret it. Sounds so simple. You read that and you're like, that's stupid. I would never do that. 99% of people are going to do this. It's just a fact, right? Especially if you're not a seasoned, even though it's a portfolio and you're holding maybe in longer terms, time frames, which I think for anybody who's not a 10-year vet trader is probably the good idea. But you're even in that, you're still going to have that. You get what I'm saying? Structured though, the opposite. Price moves, you evaluate, maybe you trim or adjust, but you don't sell in and out of whole positions, and you make sure that it's still balanced. Same move, different outcome. And you'll see this over and over that I prompted is like, you can take the same amount of money into a cycle and it could be two totally different things. We know we have the people who've been here for cycles. They've made money. They love crypto, very bullish on crypto. It's changed their life, all of these different things. And then you have the people who came in, bought the top, got wrecked, came in, bought close to the top. It went up. They saw it go up. All right, we are back. I really annoyed because I was really going on about some really good stuff here. Thank you, Melissa. It's because you called me that I actually realized that my mic was off. Man, this chat's going wild. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. We got to kind of come back into terms. Can somebody tell me, good thing I can read lips, from behind the microphone, somebody tell me where we left off, right? Somebody give me some kind of idea where we left off here. Anybody tell me what's the last thing we were able to say? Yeah, lost your audio. No voice, bro. I really appreciate everybody who said something. Knock, knock. See, the thing is, I wasn't up to date on my chat. I was still up reading, I was going to read some things from higher up. Yes, you were going on. I was going ham. And then we lost mic audio, and I don't know when I lost it, right? So I'm really, really sorry about that. Did I at least finish the IQ raising event, right? The crypto education for the night. Did I finish that before my microphone went out? All MAs crossing 200 on the 1 hour on Flare. UG had his mojo working. Yeah, I was talking about a lot of stuff. It'll come back to me at some point. This is kind of what we're looking at here. I don't know if I love it. I just changed it. Obviously, this was like a different pattern before. Let's go back into TradingView real quick. And this is kind of what we were looking at before this, and then it broke out. Looked like we were nailing it, and then we fell back in. That's why we left ourselves a little bit of capital. What do I want to call this? More something like that. And this a descending triangle, right? So it wouldn't necessarily, you wouldn't necessarily put this here, right? It'd be more like that. So are we cooked? That is the question here. I'll just get rid of that measured move. Get rid of everything. Doesn't look amazing. Also looks very like kind of shoulder, head, shoulder-ish. I don't love it. We definitely have liquidity to the upside. and very little to no liquidity under us. It's a Tuesday night, usually a great night to take a trade. So we left ourselves a little bit of money to get in, but let's see if that 1 minute can hold us up. Again, usually this drops. Usually this falls down. Might cut out when you mention people buying the top. Yeah, I think I mentioned that a few times. There it is. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do here. Kind of got to evaluate. Looks like a good time to buy some more. See if we could buy. Let's see if we could buy a 200 bounce. I have a stop loss and stuff like that already in here. So we're already in 3-to-1 positions, which means our risk to reward ratio is already in line. Let's see, take 50% of what we have less, add it to the bag. Are we going to get a little lower? I mean, what the measured move here is this, right? Just like it would be for like a Head and Shoulders. Bing, or it would be over here, but it's pretty much the same thing. And that takes you directly to my stop loss, right? So I'm going to try to buy a 200 bounce, and if we don't get the 200 bounce, I'm probably going to bail early on this thing. So hilarious. The good old mic cut out for who knows what reason. I was probably going on and on. I was probably hitting the microphone. Who knows? Let's do some airdrop stuff real quick. Again, if you would like some custom emojis, might want to consider. If we could show off those custom emojis that I made, you might want to consider grabbing a membership. Also, the membership gets you the members only stream, right? So you don't get to come over to the members only stream without the membership. And we do a lot of extra stuff over there. I'm trying to do it Monday through Friday. Friday we don't actually do it so everybody can see it, but we do the members only stream. But anyway, so it's basically Thursday through Friday where we're gonna go, or Monday through Thursday, right? Thursday through Friday, hilarious. Monday through Thursday where it'd be like a member stream at the end, as much as I possibly can do that. Lab, my big winner this week. Yep, still going. Well done, Reliable J. Well done. Touch, grab, grass, press, smack the like button would be truly appreciated. Thank you for saying that, Melissa. Let's go to test nets here. Do all that we can. I'm not sure why this is not loading. Am I not logged into MetaMask? Maybe that's what it is. Come on, MetaMask. Load. Cryptic Quentin, I see you got the membership. I love to see that. Verify your account. Sign the messages. Really getting some good numbers, man. I appreciate all the new people. If you're new here, smash the like button and throw something in the chat. Don't be scared. We're tight crypto family around here. There is our free Discord linked in the chat. Good night, Camsta. Thanks for being here, as always. You're a real one for just always coming to the stream. I can always count on you being here. I don't say it enough. You have no idea how much it means to me that I can count on your presence on the live stream. So I just want to say that. Have a great night, brother. And Miami the next couple of days. Bitcoin Consensus. I'm not going to Bitcoin Consensus. I didn't buy a ticket. I didn't see if Lifer wouldn't have done a meetup. I probably wouldn't have gone to Bitcoin Consensus, right? Because I mean, I wouldn't have known that Reliable J was going and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have even thought about going necessarily. It's just like paying $1,000 to go walk around for a day in there is like, there's cheaper conventions. I don't know. I probably could have flew out to Vegas and gone to that one for cheaper. I'm just talking outside of my base because I don't actually know, because I don't know what the Vegas one cost. I've got, my third child on the way and a pregnant wife and things like that. I'm not even going to try to picture the idea of me going to Vegas. Miami, not so bad. Miami's like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive, depending on traffic, that kind of thing. Well, depending on traffic, it could be like a 6 hour drive. And I'm not even explaining what I'm doing. We are on onchaingm.com, and we're just creating transactions on different test nets here. Robinhood, Arc, Light. Robinhood you should be familiar with. Yes, the app, the one that is the app for trading. Actually, where I got started in crypto, I was just telling the story earlier when I bought Dogecoin at 0.002. and it would go up drastically, guys. Anyways, ARK is USDC, Circle Group. They have money. So Robinhood, they have some dough. ARK, they have some dough. Here's my thesis. Robinhood, if they had anybody around them who was even slightly intelligent, should say, hey, among like real crypto people, we have a pretty bad reputation. The only people who are going to really participate in the testnet are real crypto people. We should probably throw them a little bit of money and just straight up buy their love and admiration back. Right? That would be such a good move on Robinhood, and like they wouldn't have to give everybody $1 million. Of course, they could give everybody like $500, $600, $700, $1,000, depending on how much they participated, how many transactions they created. But anyways, this is how you chase an airdrop. Chocolate Salty is the one who really who taught us a lot of this stuff, because in my life I've been too busy to really consistently do this. And then of course Litecoin Virtual Machine, their testnet as well. Litecoin's got some stuff going on. It's really awesome. Didn't Lab dump like crazy 2 days ago, said Camsta. You know what's really funny, Camsta? Somebody posted that in the Discord that Lab had dumped really hard. But then when I went back to the charts, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it at all. And then the Lifer was showing Lab today, I believe, or yesterday. And then I was really expecting his chart to have this big pull down. It didn't. It just keeps ripping. So I don't know if he was in like a 1 minute time frame or a 5 minute time frame, and it just looked really dramatic, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know if he had the wrong chart. I don't know if you have the Mandela effect. Maybe it's all the Mandela effect, and it really did dump, but for whatever reason they decided to erase that. Doing just lovely. Hey, Reliable J. Reliable J, man, definitely give me a call at some point, right? I'm not necessarily talking about tonight. It'd be cool if you did, but like tomorrow at some point while you're in your travels and stuff, let me know if you have any delays, all of that stuff. In my mind, 6:20. You still coming in at 6:20? I won't say AM or PM. Keep you incognito. Yeah, we came up here. We did touch that liquidity. Yep, and then boop down. Looks like you're probably still going down more. Let's got back to the trade. Yeah, losing the 200. Probably gonna go exactly to my trigger. That's really annoying. What are we down? 73 cents. Not the end of the world here. Do want to kind of move my trigger down. I'll probably get out before it actually hits my trigger, but I just kind of want to get away from that so it doesn't like quickly wick me out here. Could totally get a bounce. You're losing the 200 again. I mean, this looks like one of those big rollovers. Came up shoulder, head, and shoulder. You're just not getting the follow through, even though we have the liquidity. 81,040. It's like right where we are. I mean, 80,000's got some liquidity. Way down there. I don't want to bail on it just yet, but I'm pretty much there. If we hit that like measure move, probably just bail. Right on, bro. On my way over. Yeah, exactly. Just give me an update. Let me know how things are going. Because sometimes you show up and like they tell you, hey, it's an hour or two delay before you even get on your first plane, right? So that can drastically check things. I got to check them times again, see what zone they are. Yeah, that would be great. Definitely do that. You might want to do that tonight and text me or something like that so I know. Like, what if it's supposed to be like 4:30 my time? I don't know what our time difference would be. Like, I don't know if you're behind 2, ahead 2, on the same time. I don't really know. I'm New York time, basically. That's what makes my life easy, is I know I'm the same as the New York Stock Exchange. And that's why you always hear me say that. And we knew this was going to dump. I really should have flipped. I was hoping that we wouldn't get the dump, or I was really hoping that we get the bounce at the 200, basically, you know? And we didn't. Yep, gotta check them times again. Yep, you're gonna be seeing palm trees here shortly. Okay, it really didn't get me in there. Pool party, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be chilling hard for sure. I could use a vacation, man. I could use a vacation, so I'm all about it. And is this the dolphin dip here before we run? I don't know why I can't talk today. More water. I added the rest because why the heck not, to be honest with you. I'm gonna cut this at like $1.50 for sure. And that is why I just bought more. Is cause it pump is this the bearish rejection at 200? I'm gonna go set an alert on trading view so I don't have to just stare at it the whole time. Right under that wick on the 1 minute there. See what happens. Set an alert, and as long as I don't hear an alert go off, I'm pretty much good, right? Looks like rejected. Are we gonna round out? There's a lot of things that can happen here. Let's go get chainers. Grab our daily rewards. We actually bought a $10 pack that was worth, they say was worth. You know how that goes. Like, it was $1,000, but I'll sell it to you right now for $5. You know what I mean? But they say it was worth like $260. Normally, if you bought it, it'd be like $260. I got it for $10. It's really nothing to brag about because it's a random DeFi thing. No idea if I'll ever get my money out of that, but I do really love some chainers. So for the $10, I'll go ahead and do it. Was very easy to send some money from Polygon to my MetaMask wallet, link it, bang, easily done. Easily use $10 on Polygon chain, layer 2. All right, he gave us a bunch of stuff. Do we got more? I didn't even give him good food, right? I gave him like crappy food. And it's still like 9 hours, or no, 6 hours, 7 hours. So we're going to want to pick some of these up. I think I have enough to actually upgrade these. The main reason why I did buy that pack for $10 is because it came with regular fertilizers and I really needed them. All right, show me everything I need first. We're going to do, I want rare plots. Do I still not have enough to do a rare plot? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, okay, I already have them. Gonna make an epic plot. It's gonna take $47 and $200, so be a long time before I'm able to get another epic plot, probably. What's going on in this chat? Big XP when you sell legendary stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the whole idea here, is that we keep moving up. So I'm gonna need to move myself up. The actual regular fertilizer is actually really hard to get. Did you buy some stuff, Reliable J? Have you bought some items in the shop or something like that? Hope you're on my affiliate link, brother. I mean, I might as well get 30% other than just giving them all of your money and nobody gets anything. I wish they would have gave me 30% on my own thing. It would have only been $3 though, so wouldn't have been amazing here. I actually want to move this over. I always want them in order. Gotta have the aesthetics going here. Bang. All right, that one's looking nice. We want to leave enough room. Okay, let's just pick that up because it's not cooperating. Uncommon. So we have all of it, right? We have common, uncommon, rare, epic. Nice. And so what deserves being in there? I did love that they gave us some legendary seeds like that. That makes our earning potential go way up. I don't know why it always gets locked on the thing and won't goes away. Now I get tons of fert though. Where are you getting all this fertilizer from, Reliable J? Like, I don't understand. I know that everything's a little bit different on what you get, so from person to person. Let's see, we have legendary sweet potatoes. Let's throw those in. We got, I'm pretty much just gonna grow all the legendary stuff first, except for the ones that are one-time uses. I like to stack those. I only have like so much of that. So let's see. We got the Lotus. Been leveling that up. And then let's hit him with the broccoli. Bang. Let's go back, see if we have anything that we can do here. Yep, we got these. They're not going to charge me anything. Some bamboo shoots. This is Chainers for anybody who doesn't know. We're just stacking a little BNB. Takes the idea of farming. You know, you hear farming so much in DeFi. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't really know what DeFi is. I got to remember a lot of new people probably rolling into the space who maybe are not familiar with any of this stuff. Anyways, this is a DeFi game. And it's around a farm, which is like farming yield aggregator. They made a game around it. It's pretty cool stuff. So wait. Oh no. Okay, so you can make pig food. I knew it. I knew you had to be able to make this stuff. I'm not going to do it right now because I have plenty of pig food. But then what do I need to make? Oh, now this is getting me going. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time. What do I need to make chicken food? Okay, I'm getting nothing here. Where's the chicken food? Why can't we just put all this in order? That would be really nice. Epic pig food. So I wish we could just have. All right, here we are. So pig food, common bird food. Gotta grow corn and peas. He literally told me that. He did. He told me that, and I just didn't pay attention. I didn't know he meant literally if he was talking about real chickens. I don't even know if I have corn feed. Anyways, check out Fogo real quick, and then we'll bounce back to that. Peas and corn. Yeah, you did tell me that. I just didn't know if you meant literally in real life they eat peas and corn, or yeah. Anyways, I got it now. Now I know how to find it. Love the show, bro. Everyone is cool. Blessing to you guys. The stream was very good. Sorry it won't be anymore this week, but I understand. Enjoy yourself. The stream was very good. Sorry it won't be anymore this week. The regular show, I'm still going to try to do something at 8:30. Hop on, go live. I'll update everybody in the Discord, that kind of stuff. Probably just be me and Reliable J talking. Maybe I'm going to interview Reliable J. You didn't even know it was coming. And, you know, I won't do that unless we agree to it. But stuff like that could be really cool to just do some things where it's like, instead of you getting no content because I can't do the show, you get different content. So it could be really cool. Get some cigars. We'll get in a hot tub, and I'll do like an interview of Reliable J while we're smoking cigars in a hot tub. Could be really cool. As long as there's like not a bunch of other random people around. That could ruin it. Blue, same to you always. And then of course, internet connection. That's the one variable I don't know about, guys. I could have horrible internet connection, but my phone service is pretty good. So yeah, don't feel like you're not going to see me at all for 3 days, right? You're going to want to really look at the Discord for what's going on. You're going to want to look to see, you know, things that I'm posting about what we're doing. Then of course, when lives are going to be and stuff like that. He says, I got cigars already in the bag. See, the Reliable J, that's just how reliable it is. That's not just his name on YouTube. Like, he's that reliable. I love it, man. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you for a few days. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Where do we want to go from here? Let's look at BTC. I never heard an alert go off. Look at that. And I bought the last of my money down here at the lowest it was. So let's see what's going. Did he go all the way up there just to bearishly retest that trend line? That would be crazy. Definitely cup and handle-ish. I'm not going to get crazy on a 1 minute chart here with the patterns, but I'm already in, so I'm looking for any confirmation I can get. Let's kind of delete all the TA at this point. I don't know if it serves us that well. Did we hit that measured move for this inverted head and shoulder? Is that like right where it turned around? No, we didn't get anywhere near that. All right, but if you go, you'll see we got rejected at the 3 at first. What does the 5 say? Oh, we were already above the 5. Nope. There we are. Now we're coming back up to the 5 minute, and I don't like how that's looking. Like it could get rejected there. That's no fun. Bro, I lived in Cuba and Dominican Republic. Cigars I love. Yes, I love a good cigar. Long live the Caribbeans. There you go. All right, back to Chainers. We got to get our free item. Now I put $10. I guess I'm actually invested in Chainers now. Does Chainers have a token? I believe they do. They gotta have a token, right? So if we are confirmed in a bear market, one thing I'm probably gonna try to do, if I'm not too busy, is I'm gonna put some serious work and effort into those portfolios, guys, and then we're gonna have a vote on what portfolios you guys like the most, and then we're gonna try to make it a real portfolio, even if it's with smaller money, just to show you percentages and stuff like that. If not, then maybe there's somewhere where you can make mock portfolios. It'd be cool if there was somewhere you can make mock portfolios and we put real money in the portfolio that we all like, that everybody voted on, they liked. And then we could put mock money somewhere in portfolios. Anybody know where you can make like a mock portfolio? Not just a demo trade necessarily. But anyways, and then we could see how, you know, throughout the market, how they stacked up against each other. It'd be really cool. And I feel like we're really at that point where I really want to see the confirmation of the bear market, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because if we're going to go down for much lower prices, I don't want to build a portfolio right now. That'll be silly. I've seen other YouTubers do that, big YouTubers. And then, like, they were talking all about it. They built a portfolio for the and then all of a sudden, like, we drop like another 30% in the bear market. And then they're like, you just never heard about those portfolios ever again. It was really weird. All right, we just got to get to 1,000 real quick, get our free item. I hope they give me some fertilizer. Reliable J, is this how you're getting all your fertilizer? Is it from this game? I don't know if they made this game easier or what, but I just be straight rolling through this now. Like, I'm not scared of any of these people. People, whatever they are, characters. A cake, a lollipop. Why didn't they give us better characters? Come on now. Could have done like zombies or something, would have been way better. Maybe so it was like kid appropriate, kid friendly. I could see that. Alright, we're over 1,000. As much as I love to crash out when the mobs really start coming in, we'll move on to something else there. Said I got Placencias, yeah. This time. I get the fert from dailies and weekly missions. Huh. I wonder what I'm missing there. I get some sometimes. Maybe I just don't really pay attention. Need to go look at what we need to do here. Bamboo again. Dang it. I don't want that. Eugene knows that the Caribbean lifestyle. Wagwan. He says midday. Yeah, I'm in ice. So let's roll to the farm. Or no, I want to go to the daily rewards. Let's see, are they giving any for on day 17? They'll give me 4, 3 on day 14. All right. And then missions. Put 75 products into any reward pool. Okay. Feed 2 domestic birds on the farm. And you just plant 15 peas. I don't even know if I have peas. I think that's half of my problem with the chicken feed there. Earn, yeah, by completing task prime. Earn. Yeah, I just want to earn that. Weekly, you get 5 from collecting milk on the farm. I don't have no cows, so I can't do that. Plant any 30 seeds, you get 25. There you go. Plant 300 seeds. So I just got to sit here one day and just like use really small time stuff. That's what they're telling me here. I want to look. I don't even think I have. Don't. Come on. Get away. I don't think I have peas. Oh, I do have peas. Okay. I just never leveled them up, so I quit caring about them. But I don't have corn. I don't have any corn. Okay, that's going to be a problem. And let's jump into a round of Panzer Dogs. Let's see, Bitcoin still doing the thing. I mean, we haven't completely hit. I'm gonna move that alert up to the 200 here, and now we're ripping. I knew that was like a crazy dolphin dip. You even broke that trend line that was there. You're back above that trend line. Very interesting. There we go. All right, let's roll over to Panzer Dogs. Let's hit around. They have to be legendary to make feed. Okay. Well, I won't be doing chicken feed anytime soon, huh? And we are rolling into 2.5 hours. How's everybody feeling? We had some big pops tonight. Quite a few people coming through. I hope some people smash the like button, maybe come through the Discord. Melissa, did we have any people join the Discord? I've had so much trouble keeping up with the chat tonight. What a blessing. What a blessing to be popping. I almost very sad to be away for 3 days. We've been popping so hard. But it'll be here, especially if the bull market is confirmed and everybody's making that kind of content. It'll be back the way it was before we went into this bear market. You know, I'd have 25, 30 people on here pretty consistently. I mean, consistently it was probably more like 19, 20 people, but it was always like that. And then, you know, it got real slow. We went through the bear market. I really hope we confirm the bear market, stay above 84,000. That would really be, I think, really important. And good for the channel. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting for this bull run. That's how it always goes. Bang, got him. Grab some health. I'm going for that top dog. Always so bad with the machine gun. I'm always very impressed at how bad I am with that machine gun. Not that I'm doing better at this point with this other gun. Gotta let some shots roll up. It says, I learned about crypto through a ham radio, and did it pay you well? What year was that? Was that recently, or was that like back at, you know, 2014, 2015? Might have a real OG here. Yeah, Blues, I've been around, he says. Yeah. Oh, what am I clicking? Clicking random buttons. Check back on that BTC trade. Still running. They dolphin dipped it. I stayed in. I don't think it would have hit my trigger, but I moved my trigger away just a little bit there. We're back in the green. Don't worry about the money. It's about the percent. We're back in the green, 1.3%. Liquidity still up at 82,000 and new liquidity building at 82,400. Very little liquidity to the downside. 113 BTC at basically 80,100 range there. Shortwave modernization, collateralization. Yep, collateralization tried to make some of bands. No, it was trading platforms and banks wanting a spectrum of our frequency for trading. Hey, you were talking about some really interesting stuff there. Please elaborate, because that's some interesting stuff you're talking about there. And this is on the Sui ecosystem. We're not sure if they're going to keep building or not. We've been in their Discord. We've been asking questions. We're not really sure what's going to happen here with the Panzer Dogs. I don't know a ton about ham radio other than like the basics of how they operate. And I understand why people have them, obviously, for multiple different reasons. You always know when you see that giant antenna in somebody's backyard, you're like, they got that ham radio. All right, let's see if we can put this to work. Bang. Oh, he totally missed me with that. Oof. Just running for the health. He's almost like a real person. Health didn't serve you well. Bang. Ooh, I got first blood. Let's go. I'm really glad everybody enjoyed the stream. It was a really great stream. I'm telling you guys, we're going places. It's going to really pick up, especially when things get a little bit crazy. You're going to see a lot more people on a stream, a lot more people to talk and interact with. The Discord, having a lot more new people, a lot more people saying things. So please remember that I consider us to be crypto family. And it's probably not a good thing to say, like, treat them like you would your family. But then I'm like, no, don't do that. Because a lot of people, not you guys, but a lot of people don't treat their family that great, right? I mean, that's a classic. So just what I'm really trying to say here is be mindful of the people rolling in. If they say something crazy, if they say something that's very highly uninformed, be nice to them, you know? This is about crypto education. I don't say this often, but, you know, you want the new people to come in. You want them to learn about crypto and care about crypto in the future. Don't just scare them away. And a lot of this is my experience in Facebook crypto groups. My God, is there anything more toxic in crypto than these Facebook crypto groups where every single person is a market analysis genius? Everything they bought is amazing. Everything that you think is cool is garbage. Just extreme hate on everything. There's a lot of people in those groups who've gotten, because they're probably honestly not very well informed, they probably all got wrecked because some of them just seem like they absolutely hate crypto. Like, no matter what you say, they hate crypto. And these are Facebook crypto groups. Don't go look them up unless you're just going to go in there to troll. But it's wildly toxic in there. And I'm like, I never want my Discord and things to be like that. I will kick people out if they think that they're a Mr. Know-It-All. I'm not playing those games. You can have your opinion, just do it respectfully, right? I don't know what's so hard about that, but some people can't seem to understand that concept. There we go. I had a feeling. A lot of green coming in now on the book map. Looks like we're probably going to 82,000 here. And now I'm up 77. I was just down 77 cents, but that's not what's important. We were just basically down like 3.5%. Now we're up 3.5%. We added a little bit more. We added here, and then we added literally down here. So our initial was obviously somewhere up here. I don't know why I drew that so weird. We initially got in somewhere over here, and we just bought as we went down. Didn't move our line all that much, to be honest with you. And honestly, it's getting late. Just hit 11. Even if internet or power goes down, some cryptos can still be transferred through radio waves. Yeah, I've heard that. I've absolutely heard that. And, you know, also, if you can take your keys with you, see whatever it is, seed phrases, cold storage wallet, whatever, and you can get out of wherever you are and get somewhere that has power and internet, then obviously you can get back up and you don't lose your stuff. But if the whole world has no power, then it gets crazy. Don't be like the blues guy. Did it twice on this channel. I was not comprehensive, and I scared them away. I felt so bad. Underground, my man, he forgave me twice. Absolutely, man. You live and learn. You live and learn. You just got to think of what are you trying to get out of it, right? Are you trying to get somebody to come into the crypto family here at Underground Crypto, or are you just trying to prove that you're right about something? Because that usually never goes well. You'll see people come in talking about Digibyte, which I don't necessarily love or hate. I don't really know a whole lot about it, other than I know it's been around a really long time. That's about all I really know about it. Look at this thing run. Look, after the dolphin dip, big run. We were talking about Campsta. Did you buy the dip? Oh, Campsta's not here anymore. Dang it. I don't know. Did he leave? But he left before the dip, right? Anyways, yeah. You get what I'm saying. You guys get what I'm saying. MeshCore is a cryptographical encrypted text messaging system, no license required. I have heard of that. I have heard of MeshCore. I am definitely around some interesting people sometimes, and they tell me some really interesting things. I know just a very general idea of how it works. If I had to go use it right now, I probably would have to do some research, but if the internet was already down, I'd be kind of screwed, right? I'd be looking for somebody who knew about it. Cup, handle. Bang, bang. What is the measured move on this cup and handle right now? Let's do that. I mean, it has an inverted head and shoulder in it. I don't know if you can make a cup and handle out of something that has an inverted head and shoulder, but I'm doing it. And you can always pull it as like this rising, well, kind of gives you two totally different things. So I'll do this. It's a cup and handle measured move, and then you can just do this falling wedge measured move as well. Out the breakout. This one takes you to 81,850. The other one takes you to 82,182. I have a stop loss, or a take profit, very high, 82,500. I'll probably take profits before that, really targeting like 82,000. And then we'll move our stop loss as we go. I wouldn't say we're going parabolic right now, but we're getting some nice moves, right? Getting some nice move up. We'll see how long that rolls for. He said, Holy Spirit told me, come on, Blues. What was that? LOL. Yeah, that happens. $50 Node cell phone with a MeshCore app was all you need. Okay, that's very interesting. Winford, I'd love to learn more about that, man. Are you interested at all in joining the Discord where you could, post some of those kind of things so that the whole community can see it? One of the big visions for anybody who doesn't know of the Discord and the group and the community and all that stuff is that we don't all have the time to branch out in every category, every direction, whether it's trading or Web3 or whatever it is. SocialFi, airdrops, what you're talking about here is very interesting as well. And so basically, we need everybody. And there are different interests and niches within crypto and even things that are sometimes outside of crypto, right? Because we crypto family. So, when you family and you close, other things matter as well. Health, motivation, stuff like that. Building blocks, AI tools, all kinds of cool stuff, right? It's very much what the members only stream is about as well. But we also have that stuff in the Discord. So anything that you're interested in and stuff, feel free to post it in the Hangout. If you post a lot and you're very interested in something, say it's like a serious hobby of yours, I'll give you your own tab to talk about it as much as you want. And as we grow, people will definitely check it out, and you'll have more people kind of more just into what you are. And now you not only get to be a part of a bigger crypto community, but you even get your own micro niche community for yourself. It's really cool, and a lot of people are not going to give you that opportunity. I will, as long as you don't abuse it. You know what I mean? If you're going to shill some kind of link or some kind of affiliate or something, message me first and let me know about it. That's how I got into crypto. Yep, trying to build a portfolio. Smart. I hope anything that we went over was even useful to you. We've been going over it for over 2 weeks here. And I'm probably still going to be posting in the Discord what would normally be our crypto IQ raising things. Or maybe we'll just go over that on the live. We'll definitely do that on the live. That's actually, I'm starting to get a better idea of how we're going to do the live. It's going to be very of course, phone format kind of thing, but we're going to probably do the live straight from the phone, and I'll still do the IQ raising events and stuff like that. It'll be pretty cool. And this thing is, it's moving. We're up $1 now. They could come stop me out pretty quick, pretty easily. I don't quite want to move just yet. Are you gonna M pattern here? Look at that. Bang. I'm really highly interested to see if we're gonna get above this previous high. Or are we just gonna double top here and fall back down? That's what I want to know. I'm gonna get rid of the cup and handle measure move. And we'll just focus more on this one. Trend line. Nice breakout retest. And breakout traders have been getting what they're looking for now. I don't know why did I draw that like that. I don't really love that. Also very inverted head and shoulder. Definitely hit that measured move pretty hard. Yeah, we're going right for it. Come on, higher high, break the trend. His UG is that awesome. Hey, I appreciate it. I haven't traded leverage, just spot and spot positions that I wouldn't mind holding if I get upside down in. Yeah, that's where I started. I did not start in leverage. I play around very lightly in leverage. I've been studying trading in leverage for a long time. I did everything spot, portfolio spot, everything in that manner. And I was looking to hold long term because I've always been told by all the people around me who I've ever known that are extremely wealthy that real wealth is not made quickly. And usually if you make it quickly, you lose it quickly, right? So they're like, just build it slowly over time, invest in things, and give it 4 or 5 years, give it 10 years, give it time to do something amazing, and don't just like buy it, hold it for 6 months, sell it, and then be like, I made 10%. Especially if you're talking stock world stuff, you might not even make 10%, right? So there's that. Let's see from the breakout. And I'll continue to monitor this. I don't like that it looks like it's making a lower high here. I mean, you're right. If you don't count that wick, you're right there, right? For that M pattern. I want to see it break above. The 21 is everything here. When I get into these kind of situations, it's all about the 21. You come down, meet it, falling wedge style. You can flag out, let 21 come up to you, or you're just gonna rip straight through it and go to the downside. And that's why I didn't want to put my stop loss right here just yet, because a wick could just get you, or one of these quick fall downs, which would look just like a wick, right? But like a 5 minute, or I'm sorry, like a 15 minute or an hour, and that's nothing more than a wick. Especially 1 hour stuff, right? I can't see all the other moving averages right now. It says, how much leverage do you normally use? It depends on the position, depends on what I'm doing, but it's usually anywhere from 17 to like maybe 30x, unless I have really big position. Like if I'm putting like $500 in a position, then I'll chill it down maybe to like 12x, 10x, something like that. You want to get so big that your position really shows up as a target. Wow. Yep. A lot of sells coming in. Sell, sell, sell. People seeing that double top, that M. Probably going to wish I sold myself there. And we've been getting like amazing bounces and stuff, but like not a real great follow through. The highs of the days up here at like 81,770. And I mean, look at that. Look at that support and resistance line here. Really just like set that like right there. Got some wicks higher, but touch here, touch there, almost touch there, all interacted here. Multiple rejection there. So that one's going to be a hard one. And then of course, right now you're at the previous top. It's not quite over. That 21 could bounce you back pretty quickly. We just had a quick little pull off there. The liquidity again is all above you. It's really not changing at all. Yeah. And again, I don't know if you were listening when I said this. I'm serious when I say like I'm all about my people. I'm a people person. I really love helping and interacting with people. If you want to reach out to me about anything, feel free to direct message me on Discord, or just say, hey, I'm jumping in the voice channel. You got time? Or be like, hey, just coordinate with me a little bit. We can hop in the voice channel. I like to talk to people, get to know people a little bit, and see what your interests are, see what you like. And of course, I'm just offering that. Don't feel pressured to do that. If that's not you and you don't want to talk to nobody and you just like coming to the stream, no sweat there either. All right, bouncing off that 21. Stoke reset. It's kind of what we needed there. The 1 minute really needed to reset its Stoke. Not amazing yet, but looking like it could bounce. Okay, big green just came in. Need a couple big greens to follow it. Come on. It looks like it's probably going to bounce. All right, I'll be monitoring this as this goes on. Really want to see it break that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go set a alert invert there for that wick, that high wick from the previous high there. And put an alarm on that. Now I got alarms in both directions. Move my bottom one up to like the 200 there. Delete all the stuff I don't need. No, you can't see it right now. I still guys have you over on weeks. Could make a big M pattern. I don't love that. But that could be a flag on like a 15-minute time frame, right? The beginning of a flag? Yeah, definitely. Big cup and handle on the 15. How did I not see that? Let's go to the 15. And delete everything. I guess we did see that. We went over that many times. That had the inverted head and shoulder in it, basically. Yeah. I must be getting tired. Like, we definitely went over that, right? Cup and handle. Big measured move, I'm pretty sure. Here. Let's get rid of that. Check out that measured move. I think it's, yeah, it's more supposed to be like that, right? And that really gets you to like 82,100. I'm definitely going to be thinking about taking some things at 82,000. I wish I would have put a couple hundred in rave. Yeah, but the thing is, I was saying it the whole time. And hopefully some people remember. I don't know. I have a really great memory. I don't know if it's a bragging thing to say that, but I hope some people remember before Rave DAO ever made any significant price action. We went through the project. I said it looks cool, but I don't really see this being meaningful. And just because it pumped and pulled back and dumped doesn't mean it was meaningful. It means people got a hold of it and pumped it and dumped it. It rug pulled. Where the people directly who owned a lot of Rave DAO, were they a part of that? Did just big people buy a bunch of it and then hype it and then dump it? Sometimes it has nothing to do with the people who actually run it. And matter of fact, they're the ones who get hurt. That's a different story. And sometimes they're the bad actors. Anyways, my point here is, I wasn't saying Rave was going to do crazy pumps, but I was saying it wasn't an amazing project. And then when it pumped really high, I kept telling people, like, this thing's coming down. Like, it's coming down. It doesn't have any reason to be there. We have all these conventions. We had Las Vegas and Bitcoin coming up. They're all about, their whole thing is to do raves around actual Bitcoin conventions and functions and stuff like that. And they had nothing scheduled. Nothing scheduled for Las Vegas, nothing scheduled. Their last one was like Singapore 2025. And so that's how I knew, like, you're not doing anything. It's kind of like when we play a DeFi game and they don't innovate at all on the game for 8 months, a year. And like, it's kind of over. Like, it's kind of done at that point, right? Reliable J says, I'm going to crash. Got to wake up super early. I'll make this dude do a live stream every day. Love y'all. Good night. Hey, there you go. Reliable J gonna keep me on point, bro. If you never did, you wanna try, go with demo. Yeah, you could do a demo account. I highly recommend Weeks because a lot of exchanges are kind of a pain with KYC and stuff like that. So far, Weeks has not really done that. Links in the description. I know you might be on a TV, but you're chatting, you gotta maybe be on the phone. I don't think you can chat on the TV. Anyways, if you hit the description, I'm sure you're familiar with that. You will see links. Try out Weeks. I like Weeks a lot. So I wish I would have put it. Yep, and Rave. I didn't even finish reading it. When it was below $1 before the pump, I knew it was a rug pull. Yep. I left Discord after age verifying thing. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's very difficult for me to not use Discord. Wait, there's a gift? Sent Sunshine. Like, I don't exactly know. I don't know what this function is. It's kind of cool. So she sent a gift. You can send your own gift. Happy Mother's Day gift. It's hilarious. Let's do. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have any gems. It's very interesting. So when you send that, do I get the gems or do you just spin the gems? Has anybody ever noticed on any of the videos, does anybody ever see the hype button? Anybody ever see the hype button where like you can hype this video? If you ever see that on my videos, please click it. I mean, unless you have somebody else you're holding them out for. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But anyways, if you could, anything to help the channel, I appreciate it. Obviously, that is a very self-serving thing, but it would be awesome if the channel could continue to grow. Dang. Cool. Yep, that puts you right to 82,000. Looks like this might take a while to do. I love Bit2Next, yep, but got scared when they changed TOS. Didn't want to lose my crypto or USDT. Highly recommend Weeks, right? Highly recommend Weeks. And I've used them all. Matter of fact, I've been meaning to log into Mexi Global for like 2-3 months, and I haven't done it. See, they delisted GFAL. I had a tiny bit of that over there. I had some DGEM plays over there, and yeah, this looks like we could come back down here to the 200. It's like 81,000. I don't know, on the 1 minute, this actually doesn't look horrible. All right, at least it's not a descending triangle again here. Let's see, do we get something like this? It's 81,789. Give it a little bit more room. Interesting. Still kind of see shoulder, head, and shoulder, but it's 1 minute. All right, guys. Well, I'm probably going to hop out. We've been live for almost 3 hours. I really wanted to spend a little extra time with you guys because we're not going to do the regular show. But don't worry. Like Reliable Jay said, we'll be doing some streams and some cool stuff. Shout out to all my undergrounders. Thank you for everybody who came through. Double, triple check that you smashed that like button. And extra credit, if you see my video pop up on your feed at any time, just click on it, hit the like button, and you know, drop a comment, because it really helps other people see it after the live stream is done. So you like it, you drop comments, but once a video ends and it reposts as like a long form content video and not a live, then you don't have all those chats and all those likes already. So it's just something, if you get the opportunity for, I would definitely ask. Some people have the time, some people do not have the time for that. It's all good. Stay underground, stay crypto. I'll catch you in the next one. Underground, crypto, almost out. Let me look at everything else. Peace and chicken grease. Catch y'all on the flip side. Absolutely. Thank you for the stream. Absolutely. Everybody's welcome. Thank you, Underground. So much fun. It was a blast, man. I don't know what I did differently, but I am glad everybody enjoyed it. We will keep it up. And hey, it's gonna be a little different content for a couple of days, but I think you guys might love it. I don't know. So check it out. Stay linked in the Discord. I don't know where else you can get the information. Facebook. I do have a Facebook. I guess I could post over there. Anyways, stay underground, stay crypto. Underground crypto actually out of here.